I didn't.
Yeah, somebody mentioned that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think my guy can do
Oh,
it
shit.
because
Sorry.
my strength kind of sucks. But Jakaro should do it. He
I'll
has a
do
high
it
strength,
because I like souvenir parts.
and I'll guide him.
You also have a crowbar, don't you?
I have a miner's pickaxe,
Oh yeah.
or I have like a hand axe.
Pretty sure one of us has a crowbar.
Nacho might have a crowbar.
Oh, I mean,
Uh,
I guess maybe I might. I have
Don't think I have that anymore.
I have thieves' tools. Let me see.
You do a crowbar. It's in your inventory. But we
You
can't
took
count it
the.
because you lie in your inventory.
Do I have? I
True
think
that,
I
true that. I
delete.
do have a crowbar.
Yeah,
Alright,
I
got a
deleted
crowbar.
mine.
Either way, we should have a way of
Would you
prying
use a
him off.
crowbar or a pickaxe? Like a miner's pickaxe? Crowbar? That the move?
Crowbar.
That's what I would say.
Alright,
Crowbar?
Dracaro, with the guidance of Quarian and the gang to use a crowbar. He's gonna try to crowbar some monster parts off this guy. What does this guy look like again?
He's on
A
the map.
giant bull.
The
covered in
bull
metal.
horns. I
Giant
already,
bull.
I already
covered
pulled
in
the
metal.
horns though.
Alright,
What
you got
about-
the horns. What else would be cool off a bull?
We just
Do you
want
have like
the armor
do
plating.
you have
that
like a
covered
do you
in it.
Yeah,
have like a
get the armor plating.
alright, armor plating parts?
See if we can like add that to someone's armor or something.
Okay, roll a survival check to start.
22.
This is actually perfect. This is Jakaro trying to do this.
Okay. And then roll a strength check with advantage.
Nice. Gonna fucking pop those suckers off.
Strength check.
And with the whole party assisting Jakaro, he's got this.
Oh,
Nat 20?
baby.
Nice.
Critical strength.
Nat 20. All right. So you find some of the biggest plating along the back there. And you find a gap from Horvath's sword at the base of his neck, and you jam the crowbar in there, and you're able to pry up a pretty big consecutive piece of plating. So like 4 or 5 still connected to one another.
Nice.
Morty says, "Holy shit, that's sick. What the fuck are we gonna do with that?"
Wear
Let's
it.
build a sled.
Oh,
I
who's
just
gonna
put-
hold that?
I posted a picture of the Gorgon for you. Just
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
cool. Does he what about does he have any cool like maybe inside monster parts? Like does he have any magical powers that could be harvested for potions or other sort of
Take his lungs because he
he's like
breathes that,
yeah, like
crazy
what's this
smoke.
like smoky thing?
He
Does he have,
petrifies
like
people with his breath.
sacks?
He does
Ooh.
petrify people with his breath.
Oh, it's true. Get the breath.
So maybe stay away from his lungs.
Or take his lungs.
It's up to you.
Maybe he's got some
Find his
sort of plan.
petrification gland and take that.
Yeah, exactly.
As a druid, would I have any like I don't know knowledge about this thing's biology?
Roll either a nature or a history check. Probably nature.
Ugh.
9 out there.
What was it? Sorry, I don't have it open right now.
11.
11.
11. You do not recall specifically where it would be. You would guess somewhere attached to the respiratory system, so either in the chest or the throat or neck somewhere.
Carl, if we follow his windpipe down, we can find his lungs. We steal these, maybe make you some cool like stone arrows.
That seems too out of my realm.
So it would probably take some time if you want to, especially now not really knowing where it is. You'd have to dig around for a while. So it's up to you guys.
Well, maybe. Oh,
Morty
what does the party
shrugs.
think? I
Morty
think it
shrugs.
might be worth it if we could use them to make I don't know, poisons or something.
Not my deal. Drakaro backs away.
Yeah, Morty shrugs like, I'm not a butcher. And it's just like starts walking away.
All right, we'll leave them then.
What else is going on in this place?
And at this point, everybody who's blessed feels it fade.
Toby, where you going?
Toby's checking out this door.
What do you see,
Second.
Tobes?
Well, looks like it's still trapped.
Ah,
I got
Back
some
to
of the enchantments
Ellie.
off of it, but there's still a few.
Drakaro looks around and goes, "Hey, where's Nacho?"
I think he
Right.
went through the fallen rubble over there.
Well, it sounds
All
like
right,
him.
Toby, you always paying attention. Carl goes into the other room to find Nacho.
That's all.
Right.
Let's all follow through here.
Hey,
Hey,
what's
going
up?
on here?
Hey. Oh wait, isn't Nacho invisible?
I haven't been invisible since
I
this
don't think so.
morning.
You just walked out at like the beginning of the.
Yeah, I just
towards the end
bailed.
of the fight. The
Um,
last round, he's
I
like, "You guys got
found
this," and just walked
a
out.
Horvath thing over here. Some glowy javelin. Looks
Yeah,
like
so you
a
guys
thing you want.
enter this room and
There
you
you
see
go.
several statues, most of which are knocked over and chewed upon by the Gorgon. A couple of them look fresh. So a couple of them aren't as worn with time, and you notice that they're actually orcs.
Mhm.
The one, the helmet in the center, is the only one that's not touched, and it looks like a fairly well muscled person. In his hand, he has lifted a javelin, like poised to throw. And the javelin is not made of stone and appears to be faintly shimmering, sort of a bluish white.
Ooh,
That looks nice.
Horvath, come check this shit out.
Nice.
checking this shit out.
Yeah, he can
Alright.
be the holder of magical weapons, I guess.
Well, you remember what happened last time when Quarion picked up those weapons. So
Morty nods.
Yeah, I got two cool new scimitars.
yeah, and we also got attacked.
And Nacho got a cool enchanted ruby thing. I'd call that I'd call that a win.
I just repaired it.
I would say we might want to run a. Where is it?
You want to have one of the Arcanines touch it first to see if it's booby trapped?
There we go. Do that. Or I was gonna divine sense it, but that's celestial, fiend, or undead. Good and evil. Alright, good and evil. I'm gonna use divine sense on it, and we're gonna see what's up with it.
Do you have a fan on,
I don't.
Jakaro?
Yeah, why? I'll turn it off.
I could just tell.
Gonna make the man sweat.
Horvath uses his divine sense power on the javelin to detect the presence of good or evil. And if you want, I'll also throw in some kind of check for traps.
All right.
That's pretty much all I need.
Roll a perception check.
I need to do something to increase my perception bonus. But that'll do
Play a
it.
roll.
That's pretty good. All right, so you reach out with your divine senses, and in the immediate area, you don't sense any. From deeper within the ground, you faintly sense sacred ground.
Whoa.
You also sense the
Javelin.
Above you, you sense. I think you used divine senses upstairs too, right? Already. I can't remember.
I think so.
Are we underground right now? And then are there multi levels? I guess. So is
Yeah,
my divine? Okay.
You went down a flight to get down to this portion. This is like a level below where you guys were last time.
All right. So my divine sense can sense some things on a lower level below this as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And then you also sense desecrated ground above you.
Okay. What about the javelin itself, as far as like
The
booby
javelin,
traps or being tied to like spirits?
roll. So you don't get anything from it from your divine sense, but if you want to roll an investigation check, you can.
Back to back 19s. Here we
Nice.
go.
You don't see anything out of the ordinary. But as you're investigating, you do notice that the hand is, well, petrified and clamped around it. So you don't think you'd be able to get it out without somehow breaking the statue.
Mm.
You've been staring at that spear for a while. What do you think, Horvath?
Well, I don't think it's like Quarion scimitars, which are gonna try and kill me when I relieve it from this statue.
Yes, you don't notice anything similar to what you saw in the weapons in the first room.
Yeah. So yeah, this whole building, this whole dungeon we're in, kind of feels like the normal stuff, right? You got some desecration over here, you got some over there, whatever. I'm gonna try
Okay.
and relieve him of the javelin.
All right.
Actually, I might not be the best one to relieve him.
I'm
Considering-
thinking if this guy's untouched, so like we might be able to unpetrify him if we feel like trying to save him.
True.
Want to raise an eyebrow? How do we do that exactly?
By means that none of us possess.
You're right. So let's just call him
Morty, you can't do that.
Morty will say, well, there's one thing I know. He's like, everybody else, he points to the rest of them in the room. He's like, they're kind of chewed up, and if you look, they got weapons or whatever, armor. It's petrified. For some reason, this thing isn't. He points to the javelin. It's like, that might say something.
Yeah, it says it's a magic javelin. It's glowing, Morty. That means magic.
Well, considering this guy's stone and Tricaro has a pickaxe, I'd say he's got a pretty good shot at getting it out of this guy's hand.
Morty nods. Like, if we won't break them, I mean, we could certainly do that. Just it's up to you guys, I guess. I didn't really know this guy. Looks him up and down.
I'm thinking maybe we grab the javelin on the way out, finish exploring this place, see if there's it'd be nice at League of Friends if we could help this guy out. We maybe convince him to part with his javelin once we save his life.
All the rest of them, Morty looks around. Like saying if there's a way to save him, if we could save the rest too.
The rest of them are pretty damaged.
Ah.
You might be a little worried about reviving them.
Yeah, it would
That's
be a poor idea to unpetrify these poor fools.
Perhaps a
All right.
very painful process for them.
Well, I guess death is a better option for the rest.
Horvath reaches out to the statue, pats him on the shoulder. We'll be back for you, buddy. And walks past him.
All right. So what you guys all notice within this room is a continuation of that same serpentine pattern that was in the first room. It travels up to the northern wall, and there's a large set of double doors that are very ornately carved. What's going on?
Some nice
Oh,
doors.
should
you
we
snack around?
Yeah.
should we finish busting open that magic door?
That would require a level 3 slot and a lot
Yeah.
of finagling.
Oh, okay.
Which I'm out of. I can't cast a spell magic again.
Can't just throw fireballs at it.
I already tried throwing a fireball at it, and nothing happened.
Okay.
Of course, I tried throwing a fireball at it. Nacho,
Yeah.
come on.
That was probably the first thing you guys did with it.
Morty wants to see if we can find another way into that room without using a level 3 spell slot. But if we can't, then maybe we go back.
Caro, what do you think of this door? See any way to open it?
Jakaro pushes on the door.
Yeah, I was gonna say, studying the drawer, Jakaro, it does not seem to be latched. It's just two heavy double doors, but no latch between them. So you push on the door, and the door is, well, or not. You want to open them or no?
I wanna, yeah.
Okay.
I wanna push open one and like look in,
Okay.
see what happens.
So you push open one. Didn't really fog of war
The
these.
right one.
The right one. I didn't really fog of war it, so I can like reveal only part of the room. But poke your head in. You look. There seems to be large statues heading down the center of the room, depicting snakes making archways across the center of the room. The first column is glowing with a green light, the second column a blue light, and the third column a red light. At the far side of the room, you see a throne on a pedestal. And that's all you see with your initial like glance through the door. I'm assuming you did poke my head in, pull it back out real fast.
Yeah, and then I say, yeah. And I say, hey guys, I think we're definitely supposed to go this way. And Jakaro steps away from the door.
Steps away.
We're supposed to go this way. Go ahead, guys.
As if like, you know, to be friendly. Like you guys go first, you know?
Polite.
Morty kind of raised an eyebrow. What's in there?
Some cool stuff, man. Look at it.
Orion
Morty's
walks
a little
to the door.
cautious, just like, all right.
The throne room. It's the
Hold up.
throne room.
Hold up.
There's
Hold
loot.
up. Hold up. Let's send the dogs through first before we go walking around in there.
That's probably a good idea. Orange Arcanine.
Morty observes the archways and is like, oh yeah, these things yeah, definitely send the dogs first.
So I have Arcanine just walk from the door straight to the throne to see what happens.
All right. Nothing happens as he passes the green archway.
Uh-oh. I have a bad feeling about these boys.
Nothing happens as he passes through the blue archway.
Oh, shit.
And nothing happens as he passes through the red archway.
Oh, for the love of God.
Morty's gonna go up to Corin and say, why don't you put one dog under the green, 2 under the blue, 3 under the red, see what happens.
Bum, bum, bum.
Was that the same as the that first puzzle? 3 green, 2 blue, 1 red.
Something like that.
Something like that, Morty says.
Quarian,
what it
you
was?
have
The
it.
order?
You have it right.
Okay, 3. What was it? 3 red, 2 blue, 1 green.
No, it was the other way.
3 green,
1 red.
2 blue, 1 red. Okay.
Yes.
So I do that. And I do it I do red, have Arcanine stand under the red first. And I have 2 of them stand under the blue. And then I have 3 of them stand under the green.
Yeah, nothing.
I watch
happens.
all this while I'm sitting on the throne.
All right. Yep, nothing happened. Drakara finds an alcove off to the side of the room with a sheer drop into a dark pit. Roll a perception check, Drakara.
8.
Seems like a very, very deep pit, but you don't notice anything else about it.
Think- What's
Throw
going on
Morty
over
a light
here?
rock.
Dead end over here. Just a giant cliff. Be careful.
Cliff, huh? Morty grabs a pebble off the ground. Gives it life cantrip, tosses it down. Wonder how deep it is. Has a look.
I have no idea,
Uh,
Morty.
It drops down a ways. You don't really hear it hit the bottom because it was just a small pebble. You can barely see it as like a pinpoint in the distance.
Holy shit, that's deep.
Hey Morty, use light on my bird, and I'll send him down to check it out.
All right. Morty casts light on the bird.
It flies down the hole.
All right, you're gonna like warg into him?
Yeah, I'm gonna sit cross-legged and check out his his hearing and his vision. I get. Yeah.
Yep. So he gets down to the bottom. The chamber opens up. It's pretty wide. He can't see very far. All he can see is from the light on himself. So I believe it's like 10. I forget what light is. Is it 10 feet of bright light and then like 10 more of
Let's see.
dim light or something like that?
10 feet in any dimension. Oh no, that's the size. Bright light for 20 foot. Dim
20.
light for an additional 20.
Okay, so you can see for about 40 feet out. And he sees the remains of multiple bodies. At this point, they're just bones, so can't really tell what they are, Quarion. And it seems to be, unlike the rest of this, just an unworked cavern, so like a natural stone walls and things like that. But it's a pretty wide and large cavern, but it doesn't seem to have any openings to anywhere else.
So it's just a big old hole with a bunch of dead bodies in it.
Yep. Long since deceased.
Grim.
Pidgeot flies back up, and I pass on to the party what he saw down there. Looks like it's just a hole with a bunch of
That's
bones down
odd.
there, boys.
Morty raises an
Over.
eyebrow. He's like, all right. Like, maybe there's another way out. And he starts looking around the walls. He
All
wants
right.
to have a look to
But
see if
why
there's
would
any
you dig a hole that deep?
secret doors or portals or something.
At this point, you guys all hear a voice.
Oh,
Says, "You are the ones my mistress sent, are you not?"
Talking about that.
To whom are we
Medusa-
speaking?
Medusa lady.
Yeah. Let Nacho take this. Morty says.
For Kensington.
To who are we speaking?
I am her right hand, the protector of this temple. You
So,
defeated her favorite pet.
Oh.
She will not be pleased by this.
Oh, we didn't know.
We
well,
were sent to get the orcs out. That's what we were
Yeah.
trying to do, and the thing attacked us.
I believe what we got here is a good news, bad news situation. The good news is, we got rid of the half orcs that had taken over this cave, which is what we were, we were told to do. And the bad news is, we killed her pet, but we kind of had to do it because I'm pretty sure it was going to kill us. So, I mean, no harm, no foul. I mean, other than the harm that we did to
Wait,
that bull thing.
frankly, it's a pretty. Thank you.
And, that was an impressive beast, and we did kill it. So, I mean, we must be impressive ourselves, So, just saying.
My mistress may have thought you were worthy, but I am yet to be convinced.
Now, listen, fella. I like to have, conversations with people face to face, and right now I feel like I'm just talking to a wall. I suggest you come out of wherever you're hiding, and let's have a chat. Let's talk. Let's talk this out. Let's rap about this.
Right. First, you must prove your strength.
Uh,
Uh,
Nacho looks at Dracaro.
Everybody roll
I got this.
initiative for me.
Initiative. We're doing it. We're doing the thing, guys.
Jeez.
Right in the middle of the pack, Corion and Horvath.
Morty rolls an 18.
And
flexes.
Nacho. Real middle of the pack for most of the team.
Yeah, what do you think we're fighting here? This is it's
It's
dicey.
interesting. We'll see.
Yeah, Morty's in the
We're
middle.
fighting a very ineffective guardian.
Yeah, this is like a Hunger Games test.
We'll see.
Wait, so this guy, this voice, was supposed to be the protector of this cave, this little fancy area. I don't think he did a very good job.
I think they're hoarding treasure, and we almost
Okay.
busted in the vault door, one of the vault doors, with your dispel.
And I'm just saying, if this guy, did his job a little better, his mistress wouldn't have had to hire us.
Well, the orcs haven't made it this deep into the temple.
Yeah, she's about to do her job on us.
And then I need Quarion, Morty, and Nacho to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, wisdom. Tough.
Wisdom saving.
A man, only a 23.
Morty gets a 21.
All right.
Damn.
So for a second, Quarion and Morty see all 6 of the snakes in the arches start to move, and then they kind of, readjust their vision and snap out of it. Nacho, however, is seeing the form of 6 large stone snakes coming to life.
Is this
Carl,
a charm?
Smack
Are
your
you
ear
just
over the head.
freaking?
Mute,
What are
mute
you
yourself
doing?
while you're fucking chowing down on like a carcass or whatever you're doing.
Are you wearing a microphone? Is it
Yeah, it's like in his mouth.
Is-
unbelievable.
Is Nacho being charmed?
You're being something.
Nacho is not being charmed.
Okay.
Nacho
'cause you-
can't be charmed.
You're
I have
stronger than
advantage
being
against.
an
I
elf,
have advantage against being charmed. From not being charmed, it doesn't matter.
You
Yeah, I
are.
think you and me have that same thing.
You at this point, all you can know is that you can't take reactions.
Okay. And I'm seeing
Well-
snakes, seeing moving snakes.
Yes.
Okay. Nacho knows what he's gonna do.
You'll be able to do another saving throw probably.
yeah. But yeah, Nacho is yeah.
At this
Thanks.
point, everything's seeming to not make sense to you. You're having trouble keeping your thoughts straight.
Oh boy.
I wanna turn to the boys and be like, anyone else see these snakes move for a hot second there?
Morty nods. Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird.
Nobody else did, other than
Yeah,
than
Nacho's
Nacho.
just. I guess he's just freaking out. He's having an episode.
like
He's having
a
a bad trip.
like a bad acid trip.
Yeah.
Oh jeez.
Morty, you are up first. You do notice that the statue's eyes are glowing where they were not before.
Oh. Their eyes are glowing. Maybe. I don't know. I saw them moving for a sec. Maybe they are alive or something.
Fucking smack him with your hammer.
Morty walks up And let's see. Does it look like metal? Is that what it looks like? The snakes?
They seem to be made out of stone.
Stone. Well, Morty's like, let's give it a try. He tries to whack it with his hammer.
All right, roll for an attack. 23. All right, roll for damage. You are blue. All right. As you smack the statue with your hammer, you see some cracks form in the statue, and you think that you faintly hear a hissing sound afterwards.
Holy shit! They did move. He says Aquarian.
Anything else, Morty?
I guess not. I don't know. I could do what's it called? The fist, but I don't know if it's worth it here. Might just hold out for the fist. Yeah, I'm just gonna play it cool. I'm good there.
All right. It's Dracaro's turn.
So Morty, you hit this blue snake right here.
The one I'm standing next to, yeah.
So I guess I would see that and go, "What are you doing, Morty?"
I think it's actually alive. I saw it move for a second, then I hit it, and I heard it fucking hiss.
Drakara would walk up to it and listen.
Okay, roll a perception.
Carl doesn't believe Morty.
Yeah. Looks just like a statue to you. You're standing next to Nacho, who's acting very weird right now too, and Morty's just attacking statues.
Are you all right, Nacho?
Nacho just he hears you guys talking, but you sound like Sims characters.
Yeah, pretty much.
like the grown-ups from the
Yes,
past.
adults.
Yeah.
Yep, Charlie Brown.
Yeah, something's wrong with Nacho. Something's wrong with Morty.
Anything else, Jakar? Oh, I forgot to
Uh,
roll for Toby. Oh, Toby would be going. All right. Anything else, Jakar?
No.
Okay. Quarion, you're up.
So the eyes were glowing?
Yeah, on all of the statues.
So I guess I am going to shoot a firebolt at. I'm gonna aim for the eyes of the of this one, the head closest to me.
Okay. Roll for attack.
22.
All right. Roll for damage.
13.
All right. Roll perception.
18.
All right. You see after your bolt hits, the eyes seem to brighten for a second. And this time you hear a distinct, definite hiss afterwards.
You guys hear that? This thing hissed at me. Anyone else hear that? Am I going crazy?
And it does seem to be angry. Oh, I missed Toby. Well, he just kind of moved over here and pulled out his weapons, but hasn't done anything yet. That was Quarion. All right. Quarion, as you're turning to the group to say that, out of the stone statue materializes a form of a large black and red snake.
Oh shit!
It's somewhat hooded like a cobra. And he goes to bite you.
Oh, what a dick.
Are we fighting Thulsa Doom right now?
You got a 26 to hit.
I don't
That
know the
will hit.
reference.
From Conan the Barbarian.
Okay.
Let's see. So that'll hit the d6. So you take 7 piercing damage and then roll a Constitution saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Poison.
Nat 20.
Okay. So you will take only 9 poison damage.
Only 9.
Very good.
So in
Uh,
retaliation, I'm gonna send all my Arcanines to attack him.
Well,
The
it's
farmers
his,
might not be able to make it.
it's his turn.
Oh, what about I didn't get to move my I didn't get to do anything with my any of my other guys.
Yeah, what did you want to do with him?
I don't know. I guess I probably would have had a Flareon attack the other statue on the other side, and then had all my Arcanines come over to me after the statue got pissed at me. I guess they couldn't have attacked the thing yet. But I can attack the other statue with Flareon though, can't I?
Yeah. You want to touch the one that you hit or the other one?
The other one. Which in hindsight is probably just gonna summon another of these snakes, but I mean I wouldn't have known that. It's alright, I got a nat 1, so she missed
Nat 1.
anyways.
All right. So her fireball just kind of glances off the stone. It doesn't seem to have any effect. At the end of the snake's turn, you see its body kind of meld back into the stone of the statue.
Guys, we got some shenanigans going on here. Did anyone else see that snake just attack me?
Did everyone see the snake?
Yes, everyone saw this thing. It was hard to miss. It's a very large
Whoa,
snake.
maybe Morty isn't going cuckoo.
Told you,
Get
Maybe
out
Sid.
you're
the
right,
statue
Morty.
thing.
Maybe they are
I think
alive.
we gotta destroy the statues. Maybe.
It is Horvath and or Nacho's turn.
Dun, 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 dun.
Well, my turn is to be acting like a crazy person, so I have to get mad.
Oh,
Well, who's going first?
Horvath.
Horvath.
Yeah, Horvath.
Okay.
Okay.
Horvath will, having observed all of these things, will, just like everyone else, go up to Nacho and kind of look at him for a sec. Look him in the eyes, see if he's all right. Nacho, you doing all right there, gay?
He just stares at you blankly with seemingly unrecognizing you.
All right, buddy. You hang back, right? Well, we got it from here. Walks over to Morty. What's Morty's ailment again? Oh, he's been hearing things or seeing things.
Morty just seemingly started attacking statues for reasons unbeknownst to everyone else.
Hey, buddy. I thought we were gonna save the stone people. So, why don't you lay off the statue attacking? Okay. All right. Thanks, bud.
You saw the
Fuck.
snake.
What
You did-
what was that?
You did
Sand
see a
snake?
large snake materialize out of the statues and bite Quarion and then meld back into the stone.
Yeah, well, we gotta ask the snakes their name and do practice on these guys, right? Don't know if they're bad yet, except for the one that bit Corian. He's probably bad.
Yep.
So there's no actual bad guys on the field. There's just the one that went back to being a statue.
Yeah, not that you can see.
So Horvath will kind of make his way to the front of the room and kind of inspect the throne area. Looking for signs of, had there been some sort of person here that maybe would have been the source of the voice that we all heard. So, like, does the chair look like it's been sat in? Is there anything else?
Horvath sniffs the chair.
Are there any cups or just any signs of life on the throne area?
This room in general seems better kept than the rest of the rooms that you guys have been in so far.
Okay.
The chair itself does look like somebody had sat in it, not recently, but within a few weeks.
Okay.
Also, I sat in it earlier too.
Yeah, there wasn't like a layer of dust on it like some of the other
Yeah.
rooms that you guys have been through so far.
Okay. All right. So maybe we're working with some sort of bipedal creature. Maybe we're working with some snake lady. Horvath is kind of just pacing around. Like, what could we be coming up against at the moment?
Sound like double your movement already too.
Do you want to where do you want to stop, and also do you want to ready any sort of actions?
I was back here. It's about double my movement. 5, 6. Yeah, about there. Oh, it's about single movement. Yeah, I'll pull out the old Mesa Terror and ready my attack with that.
Okay. Are you readying the attack or the fear?
I think we always said we're going to go with the fear on the second round. Just the attack.
Okay. So if something appears within your reach, you would attack it with the mace.
It's going to get smacked.
Okay.
For sure.
All right. Sounds good.
Sure.
Nacho, at the beginning of your turn, roll a D10.
D10. That's 100. Okay. Okay. Got a 9.
9. All right. You can take your turn as normal.
So I'm not freaking out anymore?
You are, but you are holding it together enough to respond to everything that you've just seen appropriately.
Okay. Morty! I'm freaking out! What's going on?
What's happening? I don't know,
Yeah.
mate. These snakes, they're bad news.
The walls are moving. There's snakes. Snakes?
Kill the snakes, mate.
Snakes? These the arch snakes?
Yeah.
All right.
Put them down. Put them down.
Okay. Where did I start? Did I start right? Okay. Yeah, so I guess I'll stab a archway.
Right. That one there.
Yeah. Where am I? Okay.
All right, there's an Arcanine there, so you will get sneak attack if you connect.
Okay. I got 11.
11 does not.
Okay.
I mean, you hit, but not in any sort of meaningful way.
Okay.
Nacho misses the stationary.
Yeah.
Giant, 3 times life-size
Okay.
statue standing in front of us.
Well, he
You
is
know.
tripping balls, so it's understandable.
That's true. Yeah. He's gonna
Boom.
disengage and back up.
Yeah.
All right. Top of the order, Morty.
Hmm. I guess Morty, after seeing what happened with Quarian, I don't know. He's gonna try a magic attack instead of his hammer. I'm gonna do Toll the Dead on the one I attacked before. So 16 Wisdom save to a statue. Or does that not work?
Very wise.
Yeah. How does Toll the Dead work? Like, how's it worded? Because I don't know that you could necessarily use it on a statue.
One creature you can see within range.
Okay, yeah. So it's not a creature.
Okay. All right.
You
Well,
can attack it, but you wouldn't be able to cast that spell on it.
okay. All right. No cantrips, so Morris is gonna hit it with his hammer again.
Hammer time.
All right.
That's probably not gonna hit.
What'd you get?
10.
That does not.
This thing's fucking hard.
Well, the first time you were able to hit a kind of a weaker part of the statue and felt it crack a little bit. This time it was a little sturdier and nothing seemed to give.
All right. Well, I guess that's it then.
Choby's turn. After having seen what happened, he's going to trust Morty's instincts and attack this statue. He only hits with one of them. 4, 5 damage. Drakara, you're up.
Drakara would pull the pickaxe off of his back and run up to the statue that Morty is at and swing away like Happy Gilmore, like run up to it and swing as hard as he could.
All right. I would say that since you're using the right tool for the job, that you would have advantage on your attack.
Excellent.
Hells yeah.
Pickaxe coming in handy.
Yeah. I don't know how to roll for that. What do I
So
do? Just roll a d20. Am I
Roll-
proficient with a pickaxe?
I would say no. So roll a d20, add your strength to it, but not your proficiency to it.
Oh, my strength's better than my proficiency.
Well, but when you attack with a hand axe, you add both. So
Whoa. Anyway. Alright, so D 20. Oh god.
The
9
strength's
plus,
probably a +5, right? Something like that.
plus 4.
plus
Okay.
4. But you have advantage. So roll again.
Oh yeah. You go 13 plus 4.
That'll hit. Roll a d12 and add your strength to it.
So 4. I can't tell which one the 12 is. Is it the third one down?
It's like the most round looking one.
Where do I go? Hope this is it.
Got it.
It is nice. So 9 plus 4, so
There's
13.
another 13. Okay. With that, the statue cracks at the base. And the half of the archway collapses and crumbles. The statue itself shoots out a blast of freezing energy. Which covers the ground with a slick ice. And I'll draw that on there for you guys. It's
I was
not
just
gonna
gonna
do
ask,
anything.
what's the radius on the ice?
Yeah, it's just you draw. About 10 feet. There. So that area is covered in ice. And otherwise, at this point, it's not doing anything to anybody in the area. No damage or anything like that. But you do hear kind of a serpentine hiss very loudly this time, very angrily. Kind of echoes throughout the room.
Take that, snake.
Quarion, you're up.
Drakar would just back off of the ice with the rest of his turn. Back to the wall.
I am gonna go way up to this corner. Is the measurement tool accurate in this on this map?
I think it's wrong. The squares are 5, but I think the measurement tells you that they're like half. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess I am going to attack this pillar with my tentacle rod.
All right.
24,
Roll.
13, and 28.
All right. 2 of them hit.
Ten damage.
Okay. And then
Larion is going to attack the same one with her magic attack. With a 16 to hit.
it does not hit.
Oh, man, these
Whoa.
stationary stone pillars have some serious AC.
Oh, it's stone. You gotta hit it hard enough.
So I'm going to have the Arcanine squad demolish the rest of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And they're wolves +4 to hit.
And they all have advantage.
That's nice.
Roll my 14 dice. 172. Does that hit?
Once. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see.
So
The first one
17.
hits, second one hits, third one hits, fourth one does not, fifth one hits, sixth one crits, and the seventh one hits. So 1 miss, the rest hit, and 1 crit.
So 6 hits with a crit. So that's 12, 14 D4 plus 12. Oh.
$14 D4.
So 42 damage.
42 damage. So that pillar collapses under the stress of the horde of Arcanine attacking it. Can you roll a single d4 for me?
Only rolling one dice at a time. What is this? 4.
Sorry, you rolled a 4. All
did.
right. Let's see. So.
Can I just say, this is the only game I've ever played where the summons character doesn't have a summons cap tied to his level. Like the kid's level 5. Like the most he should be able to summon is like 2.
Well,
Well,
they
it's because
they-
it depends how strong of a thing I summon. The wolves are like one of the weaker animals, so I can summon 8 of them. But if I want to summon my dinosaur, I can only summon 1 of them.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
they tried to correct it in the Tasha's book, but they didn't like get rid of the I can summon 8 weak things. So it didn't really work too great.
Yeah.
So
They
as-
don't like glass cannons because they only have 11 HP, so like they can get nuked. They can like get one shot by most anything we come across.
Yeah. All right. Sorry. Carry on.
as the statue crumbles, a wall of fire erupts from it, headed along the line that I just drew. So I need the 2 Arcanines that are. Well, actually, I'd say the blue, the purple,
the black.
Yellow, and the black. Because it's wider than the line I drew. So
Okay. So I'm gonna move them so they're clearly in the line.
yeah.
What do I roll? Or do I just take straight damage?
I'm looking it up. I think it's gonna be a dexterity saving throw.
That's +2 for them. They all did
Oh
really bad.
shit!
They all did really badly. You said.
An 8, a 4, and a 7.
All right, they all take 14 damage.
They all disappear in puffs of smoke. Oh
And
wait,
the
there's
wall-
4 of them, so I gotta roll one
Probably
more.
a dex mod, but that doesn't really matter. That's all shit rolls.
Oh, one of them saved.
One of them
21
saved.
for one of them.
All right, you can decide which one saves.
Purple one saving.
All right, and purple takes 7 damage.
Yeah, see, there you go, Hildebrand. I'm already down 3 summons in 1 move.
There it is.
Those are all of my actions. Pidgeot's is gonna hang out on the back of the throne, watching everything.
All right. There's 2 statues down. It is your antagonist's turn. I'm uploading a picture of what you guys are fighting, just so you know. Oh, whoops. I just sent that to Nacho. All right. With that,
Fancy.
you hear it shriek out yet again as the statue falls. From the statue, the southern side of the room, the creature appears again. And rushes forward to attack Drakara. 15. Does that hit?
Miss.
Okay. It's going to then back away if you want to take an attack of opportunity.
I most certainly do.
Alright.
I guess swing my pickaxe because that's what I'm holding.
Yeah. You do not have
Um,
advantage.
Yeah. Just a D20. So 10 probably misses then. So whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
14 will
plus
miss.
4. Yeah. Okay.
It backs up, but stays present. As you look at him, 6 small meteor-like stones appear around its head and start circling its head.
Right.
All right. That's his turn. So now we got. Oh, Nacho. Sorry. At the end of your turn, you were supposed to roll a wisdom saving throw. Again.
Okay. Got a 12.
12. Okay. So it's Nacho or Horvath's turn. Whoever wants to go first.
You want it, buddy?
No, you can go.
Okay. So I'm sorry. Is this red line the ice?
The red line is a wall of fire that appeared after
Wall of fire.
after that statue went down.
And the statue that came to life is which one? Which one just attacked? I guess.
So the statue that came to life the first time was this one over here.
Okay.
The snake just appeared out of this one and attacked
Oh, okay.
Jakara. But you can see the snake now. He's still present in the room.
Yeah. I'm a
So
little.
is the snake a separate entity at this point? Like when he comes out, he's not like the statue is still the statue and there's like a whole snake monster.
Correct. He
Okay.
is kind of
He
like
can retreat into the statue, it's seeming.
yes, he's melding. It's not the
Right,
statue
okay.
coming to life. He's coming
Right.
out of the statue and then going back in.
Oh, I have that spell.
You do.
Horvath will
I don't
move
have it
to
prepared, but I know it.
there.
Morty can do it too, I think. Well,
Yep. Yes, he
His-
can.
is a little extra cool because I'm allowing him to teleport between the statues, but
And I'm gonna go to javelin. Equipment,
all right.
javelin, and I'm gonna heave a javelin at the snake beast.
Heave it.
Heaving it,
Evo.
not heaving it,
Not
missing.
heaving it. It's just with
Ding, ding, ding,
serpentine
ding, ding.
quick. Yeah, with
ding,
serpentine
ding.
quickness, he just dodges your attack. Uh,
Caro
you have-
face palms.
you have 2 attacks.
Actually,
now, right?
I have 2 attacks now, so I could
Yeah.
run that again.
Oh, I have 2 attacks too. I'm an idiot.
What are you, a bum? Just forgetting
No, I
about
haven't
it?
attacked yet. Never mind.
Well, you killed the statue with your 1 attack, so I guess you could have
Alright.
moved and done it.
19 on the second one.
19 will hit.
Yeah. Damage. 5. Lame. Does now throwing the javelin? Is that different? It's a melee weapon, but is a thrown attack the same as a melee attack? Right? Like if I wanted to use divine smite, that's
Yeah.
a melee.
By the book, you're not supposed to be able to smite on a ranged attack, but
I would think so.
I don't really care. So if we can play it.
Yeah,
either way.
no, we'll play this one by the book. We don't have to give javelins smiting capabilities. That's a stretch for me. I mean, Quorum's
Push-
already got 9
about to get up magic.
dragons or whatever, but
I had
I'm-
8, and they're not dragons; they're arcanines.
exactly.
And he
Dragons
just
So-
separate.
shapeshift into some demon.
So yeah, no, I'll approach on the next turn, and yeah, so just 5 damage for now. But let me see if I have a bonus action that No. Done.
All right.
Cool.
Nacho, you are up. Roll a d10.
If anyone's interested, I sent a link to the chat. I found a site that has some cool those like ping images.
Uh-oh.
If anyone wants to change their portrait.
Got a 1.
You got a 1.
Yeah.
I gotta bring it up again. Sorry.
And the voices return to Nacho's head.
Yeah.
Nacho puts his finger between his lips. Starts
Essentially.
going.
Roll a d8 for me.
Another 1.
Another 1. All right. With that, you are compelled to just move as far as you can to the north.
Am I going through the fire?
Yes, you would. be
Okay.
going through the fire.
Oh no!
Nacho just slowly.
Suicide! Fucking grim out here, fellas.
So roll a dexterity saving throw as you go through the fire.
Tiptoes over the fire.
Okay, 14.
14. Okay, so you save, but you take half of
Ah, jeez.
23.
Which is, of course...
12.
Nice. Okay.
But you're now on the other side of the firewall. You can roll your wisdom saving throw again at the end of your turn. You are not. Yeah, you move as far as you can and cannot take action.
So I just do my wisdom save?
Yep.
Okay.
You can't take the attack act. You don't take an action this turn, but it doesn't say anything about bonus actions. So
Where
if
did
you
I
have something
start?
you
I
wanted to
started
do
here, so
with that, you
5,
could.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, so I think I'm as far as I can go. And then I have wisdom. Okay, 14.
Saving it. Saving it.
14 saves. You are no longer.
What have I done?
Confused.
My clothes.
All right. Let's see. That. Do you want to do anything with your bonus action?
Yeah, I'll hide.
Look on the boot.
I'm gonna hide. Yeah. Let's try it again. So
it is Morty's turn.
And the statue blew up and just made the ice on the ground in front of me.
Yes. So you do need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. Oh, got a 2.
So you slip on the ice as it forms underneath your feet and you fall prone.
All right, so I have to use half my movement to get up.
Yep, and that it is considered difficult terrain, so it takes double movement to get through it.
All right, so
Corion laughs his ass off.
so I have 7
Yep.
on. I have 1. I can only move 1 tile basically.
Pretty much, but you can get out of the effect.
All right, I'm gonna step out. Thing will let me. There we go. And well, can't really do anything else. I can't reach any of the other statues with my hammer.
Well, the snake is still visible.
Okay. Forgot about that
Toll
guy.
of the Dead.
Morty points at the feller and casts Toll of the Dead.
All right. What's the roll?
That is a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. He's gonna fail. He got a 10.
All right, and it's already damaged, right?
It is.
All right, so then I roll a 2d12.
Javelin.
Okay. 13 damage.
Gee, not bad.
That is necrotic damage. that has anything on him.
Okay. All right. Anything else, Morty?
Let me see. I can't move. Yeah, no, that's it for me.
All right. Toby is going to. I just need to double check if Toby is fully healed or not. I think he still is a little bit. All right,
Bunch
Toby
of
is
cool
going
pictures on this
to
website.
press the attack. He will hit. He will miss. And he will hit. Another 11 damage. All right. Let's see. Toby's turn. Dracaro's turn.
Drakaro-
Toby is gonna disengage and step back.
Yeah, so Dracaro's gonna drop his pickaxe and ready his bow. Take a shot at the snake who just attacked him. Oh man, 12.
12 does not hit.
And so we'll get another shot.
26 will hit.
Yeah. Oh shoot. So 12 plus 4 because I forgot to cast Hunter's Mark. So 16.
16. All right. Anything else?
Maybe. Concentration. No, that's it. Maybe hide behind Horvath.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I was just looking something up. Quarion, you're up.
So the snake is down there. So first, I'm gonna have Arcanine Squad take out this pillar.
If
So those ones would have to pass through the fire. The blue and the purple.
and
Oh, the blue and the
keep
purple,
in
so
mind
we
that
have them.
if taking out that pillar results in another wall of fire, it'll be hard to get out of this northern part without walking through a wall of fire.
That is an excellent. That is an excellent. I'm gonna rethink my strategy here.
He would have known this, of course, because he's intelligent. So it's all on the up and up.
Well, exactly. Quarion's the smartest out of everyone. Man, I'm too far away to. I guess Quarion will move to like the center so he can see the snake. Let's see, what do I got left for spells?
Before you keep going, Quarion,
Yeah.
Morty, I'm gonna move you
Okay.
over here. So as you were backing away, you would have felt a very intense heat coming from the flame wall, and
Okay.
would not have thought it to be a good idea to move towards it.
Okay. Fair enough. I can dig that.
So I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray at the Snake Boy.
All right, roll for your hits.
For each ray. So 1. Damn it. 14. Damn it. An 8. And a 19.
Now the last one hits.
So 6 damage.
All right.
And then Flareon will also attack her, or the snake. With a 25 to hit.
25 will hit.
Let's see, 1d6 plus 3. 8 damage.
Okay.
And then these two Arcanines are going to set up defensive positions in front of me to attack and get attacks ready if anything comes to get me. And let's see, these two Arcanines. What's their movement? 40 feet. Is anyone damaged yet? Anyone like hurt?
Nacho is at 16 hit points.
Well, you're on the other side of the firewall, so these Arcanines can't protect you anyways. So I'm gonna send purple Arcanine, purple Arcanine with Morty, and blue Arcanine with Horvath. And I'm gonna tell them to, if they get attacked, to get in the way and block the damage, and to just
Nice.
attack whoever they're attacking.
Very cool.
All right.
Actually, you know, and I'm gonna tell them I'm gonna tell purple Arcanine to listen to what Morty says, and blue Arcanine to listen to what Horvath says.
Nice.
So-
you guys,
I would say that you can't have them do both things. You would either have them ready and attack for if Horvath gets attacked, or try to
Listen.
defend Horvath if Horvath gets attacked. Does that make sense?
I'm gonna go with defend. So defend if they get attacked, and then for their turns
one
come
then.
around again,
On the next,
tell
yeah,
them to
the next turn.
like
you
when
can-
Morty's
yeah, yeah.
when Morty's turn next comes, he can order Arcanine to do something, and when Horvath's turn comes, he can order Arcanine to do something.
I'll,
I assume sure is that allowed?
Yeah, that's fine.
Can that or can I cancel out like that just be the action they take? Like their action for the turn is to like transfer, I don't know, authority to Morty and Horvath.
No, that's. I mean, yeah, I think you can do both. That's fine.
Mind meld.
All right, I'll do both then. All right, so you guys have Arcanine protectors now.
Awesome.
All right. So it is the large snake creature's turn. So he's going to glance towards Toby. And with that, two of the small stones circling around his head shoot off towards Toby.
Oh shit. I knew those stones were bad news.
They both land at his feet. And Toby saves, so that's good.
Whoa.
So he takes 5 damage from the first one. And he takes 6 damage from the second one. Well, actually. No, he failed the second one, so he takes 5 and then 12. So Toby takes 17 damage.
Two
and
rocks
then
that landed at his feet.
yeah, they exploded when they hit the ground
Oh.
in a burst of flame. He has 4 more still floating around him. He's going to rush forward and bite at Horvath. But the Arcanine's gonna intercede, right? That's what you decided?
Yep.
Okay. So with a 14, does that hit the Arcanine?
Sounds like a hit.
Oh, just barely. Arm is AC is 13.
So takes 5 piercing damage, and then has to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution is +1. Damn it. 6.
Okay, he's taking 16 poison damage.
He did. Thank you,
Yeah,
Arcanine.
And
But
he-
Horvath, saved Horvath like 20 HP damage.
Yeah.
he's gonna end his turn there.
If it broke Horvath's AC.
That's true. Probably would
he
have
would've
missed
rolled-
Horvath.
If he attacked Horvath, he would have rolled a nat 20 and he would have killed him.
Yeah, probably.
Arcanine
I
saved the
do-
day. That's what we're
I
going
do
with.
roll well against Horvath for some reason.
Sure.
Right. Horvath hating on all the summons, and summon just saved his ass.
I'm gonna save my ass.
Horvath or Nacho, you're up. Well, you guys figure out. I'm gonna get a drink.
Strategize. Band meeting.
Right?
Horvath.
DM's gone.
Horvath
DM's
tells the
gone.
snake,
Horvath. Strategy
not-
1. Yeah, Horvath killed a snake.
all right.
I like that one.
Yeah. Do 40 damage.
All right. Slice. He doesn't really have limbs. Slice the tail off.
Slice his head off, god damn it.
Yeah. Slice the head off a snake.
You're gonna double crit right now.
That'd be sick.
Okay.
All right. So javelin's away. Longsword, since the old snake's in reach. And yeah, here we go. No one's within my vicinity to give me bless. We haven't done any blessings, unfortunately.
Nope.
Longsword, don't fail me. Haha.
23. That'll hit.
Ha.
You
Big
did javelin
money.
damage.
Here we go. We got 8. And then
You did the wrong damage.
What do you mean?
It just
The
showed up
ja-
as javelin for some reason, but the javelin wouldn't have been +3.
No,
Oh,
it's supposed to be a 1d8, not a 1d6.
It would. Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Damn, your javelin is a +3. Nice.
It's a
Oh,
strength
all
one.
of your
That's his strength.
yeah,
Yeah.
all of your shit is +3.
all right. Well, here's what it should have been.
There you go.
Additional 1.
Every bit counts.
Yep. And then we're gonna throw a divine smite on that because good measure. So 2d8 coming up. So that's 9 plus a little 14.
Ooh, nice.
And then we got people that are hurting. Do they need the inspiring temporary hit points of the half orcish paladin race? I
Temp
think
HP is never not appreciated.
temp HP. All right, here we go. So I already just used 1 spell slot for divine smite, and this is just my feat or whatever. My channel no. What is it? Divine smite. Just fucking lost it.
It's
Inspiring. Yeah, okay. 2d8 plus 5. Ugh. One of those is okay. All right, so 15. 15 coming out to the League of Friends. Who's hurting the most? I think I'm throwing a bunch Nachos way. Who else?
I think Nachos hurt the most. Yeah. I'm at
Got it.
17 hit points.
17 out of what?
Morty's alright. He's at 38.
All right.
I'm at 17 out of 33.
Yeah, so you got one more hit point than me. So I mean, you could split them. It's like
Yeah, so I'm gonna give Nacho 8, and I'm gonna give Quarion 7.
You just add that to temp HP.
okay.
Yep.
Nice.
Temp HP. So
Good looks.
hope you guys are feeling inspired.
And that'll when you get hurt, that'll go away before your regular.
Yeah. Oh wait, hold up.
Well,
Yeah, 30 foot range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, Nacho, you're like right in the
you
vicinity.
can get it, yeah.
You can get it. All
I don't
right.
see my Quarian can though.
Nacho reaches
yeah,
out,
I'm
but
at-
not through the firewall.
All right, so Nacho gets 8. Quarion, I'm sorry, dude. It's a little too much.
I'm furthest away, and I have 3 defenders protecting me, so I think I'm okay.
All right, so considering I myself am kind of like the team meat shield, I think I'm going to take those other. I'm going to give Nacho more. I'm going to give Nacho 10 temporary hit points,
10.
and I'm going to take the other 5 myself so that I'm at full health, more or less.
Cool.
Alright.
Temp HP.
Temp HP. Loved it. All right, and
I love
then
that Soul Knight, almost all of us have a way to heal.
I'm gonna attack again because I can do that. It's great.
Yep.
It's so great. I love it.
Whoa.
Longsword coming out. 17. to
I
hit.
wish I had 2 attacks.
That'll hit.
I only have like 12 actions I can take a turn. It's not
Yeah,
fair.
only 12 attacks.
Another 8 damage. So it was 14 plus the 9 plus.
So you did
another
like
8.
39 damage, I think.
Yeah.
So, you know, pretty good.
14 plus
That's
9 plus 8.
Good, pretty good.
I think. All right. So I got it as 31 total. I think. That's right.
One of those custom rolls is the temp HP.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha. All right. Still good.
Yeah, no, it's still good.
Nacho's up, right?
Yeah. So Nacho will use his movement and then dash this away to get out of the
No more fire.
Yeah. And I think that's all I can do.
All right. Top of the round, the snake is gonna lash out with a sweep of his tail at Drakaro and Horvath.
Double whammy.
Sweeping the feet.
And sweep the
Uh,
leg.
Drakaro 13
Yes.
and Horvath 15. 2 misses.
Miss.
All right.
Drakaro and Horvath jump over the tail.
In unison.
Holding hands.
Yes.
Morty, you're up.
Morty's like, wow, sweet moves, guys. Points at the snake and gives it the old toll the dead.
All right. Oh yeah, sorry, that's on me.
Yes,
you said
sir.
Wisdom, correct?
Correct.
What do we have to beat?
16.
You got a 16.
You bitch. Alright,
He's got +5 to his wisdom save.
really? Oh,
Yes.
well, Morty would not know that, but
No, not too shabby.
yeah.
That's actually the least that he has added to his saves. So.
Okay.
Oh wow.
I can't really go near the fire. I guess I would have the Arcanine go over there, and then I would also join the lads over here. Get a little bit closer to him.
All right. Are you gonna have our Arcanine attack?
Sure.
All right. Arcanine attacks with advantage.
So it is a +4 to hit. And 2d4 +2 piercing damage.
So I'm gonna roll a
And you have
20.
advantage.
Oh,
Yeah, roll a d20 twice.
okay. Huh.
Interesting. Hits 2d4 plus 2
2d4.
or plus 4. What'd you say?
Well, there's the 2d4s.
Squarian, is it plus 2 or plus 4?
We lost him.
Yeah. We'll just say it's plus 4. It's fine. All right, and that's the end of your turn.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys can hear me, but I am going to restart Discord real quick because it is struggling.
Yeah,
Okay.
go for it.
Morty's turn is up. Toby is going to probably hang back, but he's gonna throw some daggers. Well, he hit with one of them.
Well, his eyeball thinks next to Toby.
Oh, I think somebody put those in for the meteors, but
I didn't realize the meteors were going to be not sticking around,
Oh,
exploding.
yeah, they
Yeah.
exploded.
That's kind of what I figured they were.
Nacho was gonna go help Toby out. He looked.
Dude,
He was in a
that's what I
pickle.
was going to do too.
Oh, sorry. I saw them. I just didn't bother to get rid of them. All right. Toby connects with one of his daggers. All right. Tricaro and then Quarion.
Chikaro is going to cast Zephyr Strike.
Ooh, what's that?
Gives me a little bit extra movement speed,
As well as.
well as advantage. So I'm gonna
Oh.
do a little get behind the guy, and then can I like whistle at him to get him to like look at me, or maybe he would like looking at me as I run by.
Can he
He's
do
a
an
combat roll
attack?
passed.
Can he do
He
an attack of
cannot.
opportunity? Okay,
No,
that's
he
what-
cannot.
I was just double checking. Just double
That's-
checking.
That's part of the Zephyr Strike, I imagine, right?
Yeah, I figured.
So anyway, then I am going to then take a shot with advantage, and I am going. Would he be like looking at me if I'm like running by like super fast?
He
Follow me as I run by with his eyes, but not like with his
you
body.
you notice that he noticed you as you go.
No, I want him to look at me. He'd be looking at me, right?
Oh yeah,
I ran
sure.
behind him. Okay, great.
I mean, if you
And
want
then
him to
I'm going
notice
to.
it.
Yeah, I want to try to snipe him in the eye.
All right.
So I'm going to use my sharpshooter ability. And with Zephyr Strike, I get advantage. So both of these are going to be -5. So 18 minus 5. Well, +9. Wait, 20. So is that? Oh, it did it for me. Sorry. All right.
So you have advantage.
Yeah.
So it's 27 minus
So -5. Yeah.
So 22. That'll hit.
Yes. Great. Good. Great. Grand. Wonderful. All right. So 9 damage plus extra D8 for Zephyr Strike and an extra D8 for because he's damaged. So 19 total.
But plus another 10 for the sharpshooter.
Plus another 10. Yes, good call for my
Yeah, so-
snipe shot.
so 29.
Yeah.
All right.
And then from there, I will take another follow-up shot. Actually, can I do movement in between?
Yeah, you can split up movement.
Want to run back behind Horvath and Arcanine. and then take a follow-up shot.
Fucking
Uh,
twinkle toes over here.
21 to hit.
That'll hit.
And then another 12 with no bonuses.
Would you 12 damage?
Yeah, 12.
All right. Aquarion, you're up. Oh,
He
he's
is
still-
reset. He's restarting. Yeah.
Yeah. Forgot about that. I thought I heard him like back in.
He's gonna ready his action.
Well,
Hmm.
it's the bad guy's turn next, so we kind of have to wait for him. 'Cause wouldn't be too fair to not let him go first.
So how much damage did I just do, huh?
Did I miss anything?
You did 29 on the first attack, and then you did
12.
what was it on the second one? 12 on
He
the
did
second.
12.
So you did 31 damage.
Wow.
No,
Carl,
41.
so cool.
41.
41 damage in one round.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
And he took a lot before. I thought I was gonna get him there.
He's.
Your
I was
boy-
just gonna. I was gonna say after your first attack, I was gonna say he was looking very rough at this point.
Oh, I wish I had a little bit of bonus then. Where
There he
are
is.
you?
Restart the router. Can you guys hear me?
You might be on a different mic or something.
Oh, I am. I'm on my phone with like the cheapest, shittiest headset thing that I have because it has a cord. My Wi-Fi should be back soon, though.
All right.
There we go.
It's your turn.
Oh
Yeah,
shit.
you are up.
I would
Oh
move.
my god.
I have to do this. I can't see anything. So I guess my Quarian and Flareon would move, not past the flame wall, but move to a spot where they could see, like have line of sight to the snake.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna cast Firebolt on the snake. Let's see, and that's a +6 to hit. Oh, I get to roll my actual physical dice. This is gonna be fun.
Physical dice.
All right, let's see. Oh, I rolled a nat 20. No, I didn't.
Right, how convenient.
It wasn't 19 though, so close. So 25 to hit,
That'll hit.
and then 2d10. Which one's my d10? Is this the d10?
The round looking guy.
It's kind of.
No, that's a 12.
There are two that look similar. One of them's pointier and one's rounder. It's the rounder one of those two. The pointy.
Oh,
one's...
it's part. All right, it's part of the D100.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so I'm gonna roll. Oh, I got a 1,
Ooh.
Let me roll it twice, right?
and then a 0. What's a 0?
That's a 10.
Oh,
So
so
you
a
got
10.
You
So
got
11.
11
What's a
damage.
0?
All right.
All right. Then Flareon is another. It's also +6 to hit. Oh, I rolled a nat 1. I wish I had looser morals so I could just lie about my rolls.
He said out loud.
Anything else, Quarian? I guess you have the two Arcanine that you didn't relinquish control of, but they're both on the far side of the firewall.
I think. See my Ronan. Calm down. Let's see, internet just came back, so I'm bringing up Owlbear first so I can see the map. There we go. All right, so Toby doesn't need help anymore. So I guess I'm gonna have Arcanine. They have them come down here. and guard this little area. So this
Okay.
the snake would the snake be able to get through this right here, this little opening between the pillar and the firewall?
Yeah.
So all right.
Oh, the snake wouldn't, and Arcanine would.
Okay, so the snake would have to come around this way.
The snake is considered large, yeah, so he would have to
Nick is pretty preoccupied.
go through the
Well,
fire.
just in case. Well, so I'm gonna move them like here, because this is probably the most I can do,
Yeah.
and have them ready, ready attacks just in case the snake comes to get them.
You know, just funnel them towards Nacho.
Oh, I'm protecting Nacho.
I know, I'm just kidding. All right. So you did Flareon, and you did your Arcanines. Okay, cool. And do you want to move well, you moved yourself a little bit. Do you want to move any more for you and Flareon or no? I moved you just a little bit to the right so that you could see him.
I think I'm good where I am.
Okay. Let's see. It is the snake's turn. Going to so you guys all see his tail start to form like a dark, like purplish black energy around the tip of it, and it lashes out at Arcanine with a 23 to hit.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that'll hit.
22 to hit.
That will still hit.
Hold on, let me check. There might be a saving throw. Nope. For a lot.
Is this thing a basilisk or something like that?
23. It's a Naga.
Naga. Okay.
23 necrotic damage. So as it does this, you see Arcanine just kind of, I assume that's enough damage to kill it.
It'll poof it.
It just kind of wither and kind of crumble to dust, and you see
Just age rapidly into dust.
you see then some of the wounds on the Naga start to heal.
Oh, that son of a bitch.
Shit, that son of a bitch.
So you gain
It's fucking life sucked Arcanine.
12.
Wait, better than him life sucking
Okay.
Horvath, Jakar, or Morty.
Yeah.
And then he's going to retreat. Horvath, you get an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, that's right. Just regular attack, right? Like long
Yeah,
sword
long-
attack.
Long
Okay.
sword, yep.
Chop that tail off.
15.
15 does not hit. All right,
Miss
so
him.
he is going to disappear back
Oh, he's
into the
gonna-
statues.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Horvath,
Had him on the ropes, guys.
Horvath and Nacho's turn.
We gotta destroy these statues.
You do have him on the ropes. He's very close to being dead.
Nacho, do some sneaky shit. Kill the statue.
So did we see which
It's your
statue we
turn
went in?
too.
Did we see what statue we went into?
You went to the one on the bottom left, the green one.
Okay.
All right. Nacho will move forward and then shoot where the snake ran to.
Your
At
crossbow.
Yeah.
at the statue.
Yeah, at the statue.
Okay.
He will not hit it.
Yep. That will not.
And Nacho will then go here and he will hide.
That is the second time that Nacho has missed a stationary pillar.
Well, to be fair, crossbow bolts would just
To be
kinda
fair.
hit a statue and break. Horvath, you're up.
So Horvath will approach the statue and intimidate the fuck out of it. Approach the statue. I feel like sword's not the best. statue bashing weapon. Then again, it is my strongest weapon. All
Do you
right,
have any kind of like hammer or a mace, maybe?
I do have the mace, but again, the damage isn't as good on the mace. 7 was that 23 to hit the statue?
Yep.
It's not moving.
Yeah.
And 5 damage.
5 damage. All right.
So
You have a
actually,
second attack if you want to.
yeah, I was gonna say. So
Mm.
second attack. I got a trick up my sleeve though. I want to run by you, James.
Yep.
So I have this ability called Searing Smite.
Yep.
Can statues even make con saves? Like, if he's a statue, does he get to make a con save? He would have to make a con save every turn.
No, it's the statue. He's in the statue.
Oh,
Can't
he's
do
in
that
the
to the
statue.
You can't
So
do that
right
to the
now-
statue.
Yeah, correct. Right now you're attacking the statue, not the creature.
Yeah, he's hiding.
Okay. Never mind.
So I would
All
say you can't smite a inanimate object.
All right, so longsword again. This one's gonna miss. And that's it. 2 attacks,
All right.
5 damage to the statue.
Fuck that statue.
Fucking
Pick
statues.
that statue. Morty, you're up.
Okay. Morty will approach. 2, 4, 5 here, and try to hit the statue and break it, forcing the snake out.
All right.
Show that motherfucker who's boss, Morty.
22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Excuse me, 7 damage.
All right. Some cracks are starting to form in the statue.
Nice.
Come out of here, you son of a bitch, Morty says. That'll be my turn.
But
Alright.
didn't we find out that the snake can teleport between the statues too?
Mm,
He did enter one and come out another one, yes.
Okay. Got meld into stone like adept version.
Toby's turn.
well, he could just go underground and then come back out of them or something. Well, I guess they are connected, but
Well, I don't meld into stone. I don't think you can like move.
mm,
No, but we already determined that this creature has a special ability to teleport around.
Yeah, he's got meld into stone adept version.
Yeah.
It's like masterworking your guns in Destiny.
Hmm.
He's dropping orbs of
Ooh.
light with his multi kills.
when is that crossplay?
Like a month. This fall.
Cool.
Next season it'll be crossplay.
Get that band back together.
Yeah.
No, dude, you guys aren't welcome anymore. Me BGK and Lone Wolf show.
I'm always welcome. Who you kid?
Yeah, you guys are always gonna be welcome in Destiny.
League friends.
All right. Toby took some swings at this statue, chipping away at it. Drakaro, you're up.
Because Dracaro's got his bow out, he's just gonna ready his action and be searching around for the snake. And just
Alright, you're-
ready his bow.
doing it.
When
for,
it
you know,
appears.
Wait
when
for
it
to-
appears. Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
take a shot.
All right.
I want to cast Zephyr Strike.
What is that?
How is Zephyr Strike worded?
It's a concentration spell.
Yeah, but is it a bonus
just-
action?
How long does it
or
last?
An action, or is it?
Oh right.
It is a bonus action.
Yeah, no, it's a bonus action. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you wouldn't be able to. Well, let me read the wording of it.
Would he get 2 attacks?
Just says
He
until
was holding his action.
move like the wind until the spell ends. Your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. Once before the spell ends, you give yourself advantage on one weapon attack roll. And you increase your speed by 30 feet. Pull the spell
How
And
long
your
does the
attack
spell last,
also
though?
does extra damage.
in. It lasts up to 1 minute. It's a concentration spell.
So then you're still active from before.
No,
1
but
minute is 10 rounds.
but I used like
Still active for 10 minutes or 10 rounds.
oh okay. Once before the spell.
It'll
but
go
could I
away if you
end-
take damage and don't save on the con save.
Could I have ended the spell? I guess would be my thing. Like at the end of last turn, could I end the spell? Is that a thing?
I
Or
assume so.
concentration
Yeah, you
spell?
can drop concentration whenever you want.
Yeah, so
Um,
I want to do that because I want to like re-up the abilities.
Well,
really
you would
is the
just
whole-
you would just recast it this turn.
That's what I'm saying. Is I just
Okay.
want to cast
Yeah.
it.
So you would
But
bonus
technically,
action.
it still would have been up. Is the truth. Like I still would have had
It's
the walking speed and the non-opportunity attacks are still up. I just don't have the advantage on a roll anymore. But I
Well,
want that, so I want to like cast it
the-
again.
the walking speed's only up on the turn that you hit. So pretty much everything you've used so far, except for the you don't provoke opportunity attacks.
Yeah.
Oh,
So can I want to end the spell and like re-up.
Yeah.
those
So
things.
so this turn, what you want to do is recast the spell with your bonus action
And then ready my
and
bow
ready
as
your
the
attack.
action.
Yeah. Okay,
That's what I'm doing.
that works.
Excellent.
All right. So that's Dracaro's turn. Quarion, you're up.
All right. So let's see. So me and Flareon are going to attack this other red pillar right here.
Yep.
I'm going to use my tentacle rod. So a 13, a nat 20, and a 15.
One of those hits. The
At
nat
least,
20.
at least it was the
The
crit.
nat 20. Yeah.
Man, these statues have some seriously high AC. Aw, 3
They are
damage.
made of stone.
3 damage. Yeah, AC is tricky because you got to think of it kind of two different ways. One, it's like ability to dodge attacks. The other is actually breaking through the defense of the object or person
Yeah, I guess it is made out of stone.
when you
Mhm.
when you do hit. Yeah,
Well, Flareon also misses.
Flareon misses too. Yeah.
Well, let's see what the Arcanines have.
Morty pipes up, says, "You having trouble with the Aquarian?"
Shut up, dwarf. Also, Quarian would like to take this moment to point out how disappointed he is in Morty getting the most iconic Karate Kid quote completely wrong.
What?
I've lost a little bit of faith in humanity because of that.
Which one?
Sweep the feet? Are you
Sweep the
serious,
feet, yeah.
Morty? Sweep the feet?
Sweep the leg.
Ugh.
I think wax on, wax off is more iconic than sweep the leg.
It might be.
I don't know.
You know what? I would agree with that.
Sweep the legs, kind of.
Wax
that's
on,
the-
wax off is probably a little more well
That's like the Cobra Kai guy saying that to Johnny, right? Or is that what Miyagi says to?
No,
Daniel-san.
wax on, wax off is what Miyagi says to Daniel-san when he's training him.
Obviously, I
And
know that
sweep
one.
the leg is what
The bad guy says to.
The
yeah,
bad
I
guy.
can't remember his
Oh,
name.
yeah, it's a heel
The
maneuver.
founder of Cobra Kai says to
Yeah, yeah.
Johnny when he's fighting Daniel, even though it was an illegal move and he would have been disqualified for fucking. Or no,
Yeah.
Daniel. The
Daniel
crane
did an
kick
illegal
was an
move.
yeah, it was an illegal
Yeah.
move. He should have been disqualified, but whatever. Let's not get into Karate Kid because I'll go on for hours. All right, so Arcanines. They have advantage. 40,
Thank
20,
God, there's only like 2 of them.
55. Does that hit?
For
It's actually a 13 and a 22.
they both hit. Yeah.
All right. So 4d4 plus
23
4.
and 22.
13 damage.
13. With that, roll me a d4.
A 1.
A 1.
I like half hope I'm about to lock myself in a flame wall prison to protect myself.
Well,
locked yourself in a flame wall prison to protect yourself.
Nice.
The yellow Arcanine.
Unfortunately, Arcanines.
And
Still
I don't know if
roll
you
and
know
dex
this,
save.
Quarion, but you have a feat that allows you to teleport. So
I also have a cantrip that allows me to put out as much flame as I want.
But that would take an action probably.
It would.
Does it have
Either
to be
way, I am very
not-
comfortable in my flame prison.
Does it have to be non-magical to put it out?
Oh damn it, it does.
Gotta read the fine
Uh,
print.
Yellow, yellow Arcanine is taking 20 or 10 damage, depending on his dexterity saving throw.
Oh shit, he might save. So he's a +2 for dexterity. 14.
The 14 saves.
Yeah, Arcanine. Coming in clutch with the 1 HP.
So that's now 3 pillars that are still standing.
Yeah,
Three
these
pillars
three.
still standing. You, Quarion, sense strong heat coming off the firewall that you're standing next to.
I mean, shouldn't I expect to feel heat coming off the firewall?
Yeah. Well, roll a perception check.
Okay, I was gonna say, I was like, wait a minute. And I was running down to grab a drink. I'll be right there.
Oh, of course.
Uh,
Making some baked potatoes while he's at it.
let's see.
Dude, never baked. They're always roasted.
I know you just, for whatever reason, love making potatoes.
Dude, potatoes are fucking delicious. That's why. Do you not like roasted like potatoes with all sorts of seasoning and Parmesan cheese and
it's the
everything?
most iconic potato, Morty.
Right? God damn, Marty. Like first you get Karate Kid wrong, and now you're like hating on potatoes. I don't know. If
I
you
feel
can-
attacked here. All right.
You
I feel
should
attacked.
because I'm attacking you.
Drakaro shoots his
20,
bow.
25 perception check.
I didn't know this was going to be an attack session of D&D. All right. I didn't sign up for that.
All right.
Dude, you're the one who misquoted Karate Kid. It's on you.
All right, a lot of stuff going on. Quarion, you noticed when you were on the other side of the other firewall over here, you did not get any heat coming off the wall.
Oh.
Huh.
On this wall, you're getting a lot of heat coming off of it. Uncomfortably so where you're standing right now.
So I'm gonna
That's what you get.
back off a little bit. Well, Flaren's made of fire, so it doesn't matter for her.
Drakaro fires his bow as the Naga appears and attacks Toby with his tail, which is still glowing with that, or surrounded by that dark cloud.
Oh, God. He's about to fuck up Toby.
Oh no, Toby.
Oh my god, a 13.
Even with advantage, that's rough.
I know.
13 misses.
Follow-up shot. A 21.
21 hits for 10 damage, plus your...
Plus 2d8s.
What's that for?
Well, do you get the d8s if you missed on the advantage attack?
Yes, because they're completely independent of the advantage that came
They're-
from the
They're
other thing.
separate
Yeah.
clauses of the spell.
Oh, actually, let me check.
No, it says that
oh,
attack
mm,
deals an extra
No,
1d8.
okay, so just one. So the 7.
So the 7. I mean, technically it was the first
was
one. I'll give it
first.
to you. So 17 damage,
17.
right?
Yeah.
All right. This... All right. So the tail whips out, latches onto Toby for a brief second. You see him go pale. The arrow that you just sunk into the side of the snake is kind of forcefully pushed out from the wound. And he disappears back into the column.
Fucking disappearing snakes.
Where'd you go?
Face me, you bastard.
Call yourself a protector of this place? Kensington? We win?
Roll.
Marty?
I don't know. I'm not moving yet.
It is Horvath or Nacho's turn.
What did
So
I get?
did something happen to Toby? Is he statued?
Toby is breathing heavy.
Breathing heavy. Okay.
It looks pretty pale.
Toby!
Or Beth or Nacho.
What
Yeah.
about the Nacho?
Horvath, go heal Toby. Lay some
That's
hands
true.
on him.
It's true. I could lay some hands on him. All right. So if he's if this guy's in the statue, I mean, I'm gonna go over and check on Toby's wounds. Hey, Tobes. What's his current HP situation?
He's taken 39 damage.
Oh, but Jesus. Wait. Yeah, okay. All right. So I'm
And
gonna.
there's something wrong with him.
And
I
there's
would-
something wrong with him.
Or about to be wrong with him. Something.
If he heals him at least 5, he'll or does it consume 5 and then just does?
It's 5 or cure disease. 5 or cure disease. They're both worth 5.
Mm.
So
I don't know how much you're working with, so do
I
your
got
thing.
25.
I could
That's quite a
also
bit.
I can heal him too, Horvath.
Yeah. So I
You can at
will.
very least remove whatever's ailing him, maybe.
Yeah. So I can neutralize a poison or cure a disease, and I will do that and use 5 to do that. And then on
Okay.
top of that, I'll give him another 5 HP.
5 HP back. Okay.
yeah. So he should be right as rain, just maybe a little low on the HP.
Yep. It looks a little bit. Some of the blood, some of the color is coming back to his face a little bit.
Nice.
Just
Tobes, welcome back to feeling good.
thank you.
And that, I guess, is it, unless I want to move somewhere else. But I guess I'll just move.
You can movement bonus actions.
Yeah,
Unless the
I don't
hands is a bonus action. I don't know.
no, lay hands is an action.
Okay.
So I'll move back into range, or as much as I can back into range on this statue. That way, if he's popping out of it, I'm in range.
Yep.
Cool. That's it.
All right. And then Nacho.
Nacho. See how far I can move. Okay. Nacho will. So we can move to here. And then. Okay, and then he's gonna go this way. And I think that was my dash. So then I think that's all I can do at the moment. Nacho's got a maneuver he's thinking about using.
All right.
Do not be alarmed.
Are those doors open or closed?
Well, they were open when we got in here. Do they like self-close?
I was
Or-
asking if you were closing them behind you or not.
Well, you said they're heavy doors, right? So if I close them,
You could close one of them, but probably not the other one in this turn, since you were using your action. to run.
okay. So I'll close the one that I'm right in front of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you got some cover now, so that's good. Let's see. Then it is Morty's turn.
So Morty is going to. He's gonna back up over this way. He's gonna ready his action for when the snake appears. He will attack it.
Okay. What what attack are you gonna use?
That's a good question.
It would have to be arranged because you're not next to any of the pillars, right?
Yeah. Yeah, of course, be ranged. I would. I guess I would just do Toll the Dead, probably.
Okay. All right. Toby's gonna keep attacking the pillar. Pretty unsuccessfully so far. Oh, there we go. Got one. Just really slowly chipping away at that one pillar. Toby, Drakaro, you're up.
You ready a bonus action?
You can only ready an action.
Okay.
Although I feel like, I don't know,
Just asking.
mechanically, it's not really an advantage to do a bonus action as a ready to action. So I guess if you wanted to, it's fine. You couldn't do both, I guess, is what
Oh,
y-
right.
if you want, you can ready an action. It would have to be either an action or a
Okay.
bonus action.
Yeah, I know. I was asking. I wanted to do both. It's because that would just be like delaying your turn, right?
Yeah, exactly. You can't like ready a turn. You can only ready
Right.
an action.
Okay. Yeah, then I'm just gonna ready my bow again. That's all I can really
Okay.
do.
Quarion, you're up.
All right. So I guess I'm gonna have the Arcanines come down and attack this pillar first.
Yep.
Oh, 2 nat 20s.
Doesn't
Dang.
one of them only have 1 HP?
Yep.
Okay.
So
You only need
2.
one.
Man, they both fucking critted on that. That is pretty nice. So
Crazy.
4d4 plus 4. 14 damage.
14.
It? On 2 crits?
Dude, they're the weakest summons. That's why I can summon
Yeah,
8 of them.
They don't do much damage, but when there's 8 of them, it adds up.
Yeah.
All right, and then you and Flareon.
And then Flareon is gonna go and attack that same pillar. A 24 to hit.
Okay. That'll hit.
5 damage.
Damage. Flareon is currently feeling intense heat coming from the flame wall.
Flareon backs off a little bit.
Okay.
Is that pillar still up?
That pillar's still up, yeah.
Uh,
It hadn't taken any damage until this round, so.
Should I try to take out the pillar or should I heal Toby? I'm torn. You know what? I'm gonna heal Toby. So I'm gonna have Pidgeot fly over to Toby, land on his shoulder, and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds through Pidgeot.
What's Pidgeot's movement speed?
60. Oh, I didn't even. I just assumed that would work. So 5, 10, 15, 20.
I don't know. I think.
Yeah, I don't think she can reach.
Just by a couple of squares. I think as far as she can get is like the Arcanines.
So I'm gonna
I
have
wouldn't
Pidgeot.
waste a spell on Toby until he's completely down anyway.
Yeah. So I guess I'll have Pidgeot
Wasting
fly.
a spell on Toby. What do you think about that, Drakaro?
So I'm gonna have Pidgeot fly over and just perch on these snakes, so she's more, I don't know, I guess centrally located.
Yeah.
And then let's see, so 5, 10, 15, 20. And I have Quarion moved to like right here. Or I need to be 15 feet. So 5. All right, yeah. So is right here. Is this 15 feet from that pillar that I've been attacking? This guy.
Yes,
All right. And am I far enough? Am I feeling intense heat right now?
you are.
Maybe. Am I still close enough to hit? I want to get to a place where I can reach the pillar with my tentacle rod, but I don't want to be in intense heat.
You can get close enough, do it, and I think you still have enough movement to back up a couple of spaces.
All right, so I'll do that.
So you'll probably end right about where you were, like one step up and to the left
Right
of where
here?
you are right now. Yeah, but
I'll
while you're
just-
attacking, you'll be closer to the pillar.
Okay. So a 28, a 14, and a 21.
28, 14, 21. The 28 and 21 hit
5 damage.
5 damage. All right. With that, the pillar collapses.
Hooray.
Yeah, yet another burst of cold comes from the pillar.
Does that do damage, or does it just like make tough terrain?
Just makes it tough terrain.
Okay, so my Arcanines are still alive.
They may or may not fall down on their turn, but Quarion, it is the snake's turn. Horvath, can you roll?
I cannot.
Roll for
it's-
me.
No, seriously, I cannot. My computer just pulled we're forcing you to restart, and so this little move is
Oh,
going to
shit.
cost us 10 minutes.
Oh,
Sorry, I
jeez.
can roll for you.
All right, yeah, please do.
It's gonna be a Constitution saving throw.
I think I have like a +2 or a +3 on con saves.
Yeah, I can actually get into your character and roll it.
He's hacking you as we speak.
I can get into all your characters.
Eruptions.
Yeah, +2. You got a 6 + 2. That's an 8.
I did not save.
That is a failure.
Total failure.
All right.
Fortunate.
So the snake appears in front of you and shoots out a wave of necrotic energy at you.
I'm immune against disease though, so whatever damage it does will just be a one time.
Yeah. Yep.
Probably gonna hurt though.
It's
But
gonna hurt. It's definitely gonna hurt. How bad's it gonna hurt, James?
Because I'm rolling it to everyone under your character. It's gonna
Oh,
hurt a
boy.
lot.
yeah. Oh shit.
For 50 damage.
What?
That's out of a possible 64.
Dude, I'm dead. But I do the special half work save, and I'm at 1
Yeah,
HP.
You're at 1 HP. There you go.
Oh, and I like stepped away for a second. How did he just do 50 damage? What the
His,
hell just happened?
The
He used
necrotic.
and like a poison attack basically. Something on Orvath. A spell.
Damn.
Blast him for 8d8 damage.
Got total blasted.
Hold on. I put the damage in.
This whole computer restarting thing really hurt me.
Just playing your Xbox.
Yeah. Come on, computer.
I wish I could play on my Xbox One. It's so much faster than the PC.
You mean the Series X?
Yeah, Series X, it's like faster, it's got all these frames. It's just like overall better than a PC, you know? I'm sure all you guys can agree with me.
Yep.
That like
totally.
that console is
agree.
definitely the way to go over PC.
Not better than my PC.
Yeah, sounds like you have a garbage PC.
100% just trolling Chronic there.
Oh, not very good.
Yeah,
Cole.
and I guess Lynch to a degree.
Jakaro shoots his bow.
Alright, Jakaro shoots his bow.
I
Unless
don't know.
Morty wants to go
Morty was
first.
first. Morty was
I was
higher in
just-
the initiative.
I was just trying to break up the whatever.
I don't know. Do you want to go first? Do you want to go second? I don't know. We'll see.
I want to roll, Morty. How can we do a speed roll? a react.
I was
What's a
higher in
ref-
the initiative, but I guess I don't know.
doesn't matter. It's all one time. Let's do a roll, Marty. What would it be? Sleight of hand. Who's faster?
Sleight of hand.
I
Oh, what
would
you pick one.
say what
Or acrobat or athletics. Whoever's
let's
I'm
do
casting a spell. I'm doing a spell.
Yeah. All right, you do your
let's-
spell one, and I'll do my athletics one.
let's do a perception check.
Ooh, who sees them first?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Motherfucker.
Oh! So out of the corner of his eye, Jakaro notices the snake appear first. And
Cautious
takes,
boat.
takes the shot.
All right, I'm back into my D&D Beyond. James, did you check the box for relentless endurance?
I did, and I put you back to 1 HP.
Okay, appreciate it.
So it
Yeah, I
should-
just wasn't
should
sure
all
if I.
be-
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I used that or not.
Yeah,
So
I hit.
okay.
I don't think you have yet. Not since. It's been several.
It's been a long
sessions since
time,
you have,
yeah.
so.
I'm glad that you're the person who got nuked because you just get right back up. Perfect.
Yeah.
Right?
You're welcome.
Yeah, actually,
Or at least
I
now that I'm level 5, I have Revivify.
I didn't even
I
think of
think-
that, but I was just
you
like,
have it too, Morty?
how can I hit Horvath because I can't hit his
costs a
AC,
diamond, we
so
can't use
I
it.
need to make a roll something else.
It costs
I
a
mean,
diamond as a component, so we can't use it.
how like closely are we? Because we haven't been playing the material rules at all so far.
I think for ones like that, you probably need I think things that have like a substantial cost to them, you need them for the rest of the stuff, like things that you could probably easily buy in town if you needed them. I
Like
don't really
Firebolt.
care too much. Yeah.
I think that's fair for like Revivify. Anything that revives a character.
Yeah, if you need 100 gold piece diamond, you need to go out of your way to find that before you're casting that spell.
Can't be using no discount diamonds.
At the very least, Morty or Horvath, we could probably delay, like how long a body rots to, save you time to be able to, keep
to find it.
Yeah, to find it exactly.
We gotta find some diamonds.
Yeah, we do.
You
There
guys
could be
aren't
some in
gonna
this cave. We might have walked by them already. Just not even
There could
realized it.
be. Jakaro, with that second shot, you have defeated the Naga.
Oh shit!
Yes, we did it! Hooray!
Of course, Jakaro had to get the kill.
that's what I was saying. You guys aren't gonna like it. With that, the form of the beast slumps to the ground. The fire and ice areas dissipate. You see a faint spectral form above the corpse of the snake, and it looks like an image of the Naga. He says, "You have proven yourselves worthy." And then the spirit just flies by you, Morty, and down into the pit behind you.
Okay.
And with that, you guys hear some stone grinding. Jakaro coming from the wall behind you. There is a section of the wall starts to move open right there where I just drew a blue rectangle.
Way is open.
Is there a body from the snake still?
The body of the snake is still there, yeah.
We gotta get them poison glands.
As I said, Jakaro, before we leave,
Thanks.
maybe we have a look at this guy. He kicks the dead body of the snake.
Get the fangs.
Jakaro wants to slice and dice this guy.
Nacho hears a commotion, peeks around the corner, and
Where's Nacho?
Oh, Nacho, just in time. About
Yeah.
to cut up this here snake. Morty leans on Jakaro, giving him guidance.
Now that the danger's passed, Nacho's back.
Well, I was gonna use disguise self and reappear as the Medusa, and
Oh, that would have been really cool.
yeah.
That would have been great.
Invoke some PvP.
I would have loved
Potentially.
that. that role play.
Yeah.
That.
Like, what's going on in here?
Oh, welcome to my home.
Nacho Dusa.
Mrs. Doubtfire. Yeah. Okay. So you want to try to collect some venom from the fangs of the snake?
Oh, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
For
Morty,
sure doing that.
fucking guide him.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Morty was resting his hand on his back. or
Should
shoulders.
I do sleight of hand or survival?
Do a survival check or a nature check, whichever.
Definitely.
And
Better
then
for you.
throwing a d4 on top.
16 plus.
Plus, dot, dot, dot.
18.
What kind of containers do you have?
Well, I've got.
I probably
Got
have
glass-
some vials. I can
Yeah,
give
we've
him.
got glass vials from Burns.
Okay. Roll a d6.
Two.
2. Okay, you collect 3 vials of poison.
Excellent. And Jakara wants to. What is this thing called?
Naga.
Naga.
Not gonna work here anymore.
Hmm.
No.
That was a good Office Space reference.
Office Space, yeah. See, that one I
Accurate.
knew.
You know what, Ben? That's what I appreciate about yous.
Is that what you appreciate about me?
Let's take about 15-20% off there.
I guess the only thing I would think of would be cool would be like the fangs, I guess. Jakara would take the fangs.
All right.
Morty's like, the eyes might be kind of cool.
Ooh, snake eyes.
Yeah.
It's true.
4K no los dos.
Jakaro nods, takes the eyes too.
We gotta have
Alright.
Jakaro like, we don't like buy Jakaro new armor. Just whenever we beat like a big badass monster, we just add that to his armor.
So Drakara, you get roll another survival check for me for the fangs.
Yeah. 16.
Okay. Roll a d4.
3.
All right, so you are able to successfully harvest 3 of the fangs of the Naga. They are big. They're like probably the length of like from your elbow to your tip of your finger.
Whoa.
Damn.
That's pretty cool.
I wonder Horvath
Excellent.
died.
Oh, speaking of which, does anybody have any good berries? Horvath it's looking a little rough.
I just put the poison stats in the chat.
Omega poison.
Omega poison. So Horvath wants to cut the snake's tongue out.
All right.
Ooh.
You need to roll survival.
Morty raised an eyebrow. Whoa, what you doing there, Holve?
No, I don't. It's not too difficult. If you want to just grab
Woohoo.
it, cut
Free
it off.
tongue.
Free tongue.
Interesting trophy.
Lenguas. Make good tacos.
Gross.
Jakaro looks around the room. Oh wait, never mind.
We
It's
got
all
doors that
stone.
just opened.
Yeah, definitely intriguing. But also the throne is intriguing.
Go check
Yeah.
that throne out, Jakaro.
We checked out the throne yet?
Not really.
Oh,
Someone
no,
just
no,
sat in it.
no.
Jakaro sits in the throne. See
I-
if he fits.
How you feeling, Toby?
I'm hurting.
Been better, but I think I'll make it. He's got some cuts and scratches, but he's actually moving around okay and
Okay.
not too bad.
Morty shouts, maybe he could take a knee.
Yeah, Horvath's gonna be looking for a short rest here at some point.
Horvath's also very low.
Not when the magical door just opened. We're not
Right.
resting. Dracarys
Right.
going
I
in.
know we're gonna keep going.
Well, we need some HP a little bit.
Who's
Yeah.
You
I
guys
have
rest up, and
all
Dracar
of
will
my-
go check out the treasure chest.
No.
all right. Who needs
Morty-
healing?
Morty
Who needs
grabs
healing?
Dracaro's tail before he walks. He's like, hold on there, lizard.
I think Horvath was down to like
Extremely
1,
rude.
right?
I'm on
So
1 health.
yeah, Horvath needs healing, and
Yeah.
Toby's got some scratches, but apparently he's
He's out.
Morty points to
managed-
Horvath. It's like,
manageable.
our tank is injured. He needs some help.
All right,
Toby,
so I'll give Horvath 20 good berries, and I'll give Toby 10 of them.
I was gonna say, to metagame a little bit, Toby is half dead
Okay.
with 34 damage.
Wow.
What's
So
Horvath
Horvath
at now?
is feeling.
Nacho goes
a lot
back.
better.
Nacho puts what's the thing where like, actually he's little, right? So
Rests his,
Yeah,
your hand
Yeah,
on his
he-
shoulder.
yeah,
he's like 3.5 feet tall.
yeah. So Nacho assists Toby in going this way.
All right. He's like, well, I can walk.
Hey, you look. I'm helping you, Toby. All right, you're getting help.
All right,
Morty
so-
takes the good berries from Quarian and then gives them to Toby and rubs his hair, like gets it all messed up. It's like, here you go, bud.
Isn't he like
was-
120 or something?
It was 10 good berries, right? Is what you gave him?
Yep.
Okay.
Morty just always assumed he was older than him, but
Morty's also the same size as Toby. Like you're both little.
I
tiny
think I'm a
fucks.
little bit bigger.
No, yeah, dwarves are bigger than.
I'm a little bit
He's
bigger.
3 feet and I'm 3 feet 2 inches.
Everyone
Thank you
healed
very
up?
much.
if
I'm
we're
like 4 foot tall. Okay.
so, are we
Carl
going
goes
through this
in.
door?
Carl's in.
I was gonna.
Said he went in.
Kara went through the door.
I was
Quarian's
gonna
gonna
say
follow.
maybe we
in.
should send
Run-
Pidgeot through. Just make
Oh,
sure.
I already went in.
This is the
Alright.
treasure chest.
Too late.
We proved our worth. The door
It's the
open.
treasure chest.
Not worried about it. Let's go.
Look at all these treasures.
Alright.
Look at all these
Damn,
treasures.
That's a lot of
Whoa,
gold.
whoa, guys, hold on, Morty says.
Carl
Wait.
goes swimming in the gold. Woo.
Hooch McDuck style.
Could be traps, Morty says, as the group
Nope,
dives into
Dracarys
gold.
swimming in the gold.
All right, so don't take the map too literally in this room. There are not
There's actually only one
giant
gold on the floor.
piles of gold.
Oh, I wasn't
Giant
gonna
piles of
take-
golden gemstones.
There are several items displayed prominently throughout the room on pedestals.
Ooh,
One of which is a dagger.
Dagger. Dibs.
That seems like a nacho thing.
Seems like an
Another is it looks like a single chime.
That might be a Jacaro thing, 'cause he's our musician.
Another is
Dracarys takes out his pan flute. and starts playing.
another is a folded piece of cloth that's the darkest black you guys have ever seen.
What the
Quarian
fuck
wants to
is
investigate that. Morty, come check out this cloth with me.
Another is a very ornate ring with lots of small gemstones in it and the shape of a hummingbird.
Hey, is that my
Ooh.
missing ring?
I don't know, Jacaro.
You've already got a magic ring, Jacaro.
Plenty
Another
for everyone, Morty says.
another is a very ornate looking like wooden, it almost looks like a toy boat, but an extremely like intricate design in the shape of like a swan boat.
I mean, if
Sounds
I was going
neat.
to call dibs on anything, Quarian would want the toy boat.
And then
Morty's interested in the ring most so far.
Also
Let's hear
not
what
to
all
men-
the loot is.
No,
Of course.
and then there is a necklace which Let me see.
Horvath likes bling because he's the rich one.
Hold on.
He's the
I
noble.
only want to ask this because we went down this road before. Is James, is there one for each of us? And if so, can you just tell us right away so we don't go down this rigmarole we did
I
last
think
time?
it's all random.
There isn't.
Or is it just random?
No, these aren't like targeted towards anybody in particular.
Okay, all right, then disregard. Okay, we'll fight over 'em.
You should have to roll a
So-
perception check for that question.
We'll just find out what they,
Yeah.
we'll just
I'm
find out
just
what they
saying.
do, and then we.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then we'll pass them out.
I'm
And
just
then
saying last time we did that and then it was just like, oh no. These were one for each. So I was just trying to avoid that. But if it is a free for all, let's fight over them. I'm cool with that.
Fighting.
Battle
and
Royale.
then a gold necklace with the amulets hanging from it, which with carved into like a golden medallion. A picture of two hands with a sun in between them. And you find a chest. Well, it's more of a display case, filled with gemstones. There are 13 of them.
Horvath.
They are very large. One of them is a diamond.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ooh, got them diamonds.
The rest are just various colors, but they're all at least the size of like a ping pong ball.
Oh,
Quarian is just gonna go ahead and scoop that diamond up.
are you now?
Well, I mean,
he's got
unless
the,
you
he's
want
got
to
the spell equipped.
unless you want to
Fine.
permanently die next time you die.
Hey. So
Morty
Horvath-
nods. He's like, yeah, okay. If you go down, I'll take it off your body. Guess that's
Horvath doesn't care. Yeah. That is it.
So are the gems? Are gemstones just kind of like another currency?
Yeah, they're
Or-
kind of like cash. Some spells
Yeah.
use them, so
Okay.
that's
Did,
why I made a point
did
of
anybody
saying
write
that
down
there
all
was a
that?
diamond, but-
I was gonna write down like what the gemstones are. We have
There-
pictures. We have
there-
Microsoft Paint pictures on the map.
yeah. I can. You want me to do it again, or did you guys get it?
I
all?
just
Alright,
want
is
the
there
list
any
of
way-
gemstones.
Maybe
Yeah,
after
just
could you
Go
type
through it
out?
again, James. I'll type as you go and send it to the Discord.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll just type it right now. Let's see.
Someone type it. I guess is my
Yeah,
recommendation.
because we have a lot of
That was
magical
a
items
lot.
right
Like,
now.
getting
that
to
we
do.
have to, like,
I was
examine.
listening and then I was like, oh wait, there's a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, there's the stuff that we found before. Like we still have we have a spell scroll. We have those slippers. We have
I'm not
some
holding
kind of
anything,
potion.
so we should
And then
all
I have the
plenty
two
of stuff to
scimitars from
investigate.
earlier.
The dagger has a bunch of green gemstones in the handle.
Horvath, do you recognize the make of this dagger?
Does Horvath see the shimmering fire?
No. So this is a very ancient make as well.
Yeah.
Kinda similar to the scimitars that you saw before. It's like a stylized dagger that hasn't really been used by blacksmiths of this generation.
Yeah, Horvath would look at Quarion and go, "It's not one of mine."
It reminds me of these old scimitars, old elven scimitars. Must be from back in the time when elves and Medusas used to work together.
Elves and Medusas.
Oh shit. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, we can buy you some decent armor now.
All right.
This
So-
is a fuck ton of items.
All right, Lord Kensington,
Yeah.
wanna divvy up the loot?
You want me to divvy up the loot?
Well,
I-
you're our leader. You wanna
Well,
broker this? You
we
wanna take
could
first pick?
do
want
like
first
a
pick, Joe?
draft, I guess. I
Yeah, I
mean,
say
at the end of the day, once we figure out what all this stuff actually does, then we can appropriately divvy it up.
I want to do like a
Okay.
Yankee swap. We blindly draft them. figure out what they do, and then Yankee swap them around.
All right.
I'll
You
support
guys,
that.
you guys could roll for initiative, and then each person take an order.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, we don't
Is
know what any of them do
Or
yet.
or not
Yeah.
This
initiative.
part.
I don't know. No, people have modifiers for initiative. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Let's.
just a straight D20.
I rolled a
probably
D-
be
I rolled
more
a nat
fair.
No,
20.
no, no.
I rolled
no,
a
no.
20.
Aw, man, I rolled a 3.
Well, Why was my nat 20 not
are we
count?
doing?
I mean,
doing
you can
this?
keep your nat 20.
That's
just
fine.
take
That's
the,
fine.
just
Yeah.
take the
Fuck it.
2
Wait,
away.
why wouldn't we, meta this and like if the hummingbird ring is an animal thing?
It's probably
yeah.
not.
We're
That
doing
probably
it
just
this way
signifies what it
because
might do.
we're doing it this
Whatever
way
you-
because it's more fun.
Alright, fine.
That's the point. Exactly.
Nacho
Alright, fine.
abstains from the draft.
Well, then
Nacho, you're
Nacho
not-
gets nothing.
Nacho doesn't want anything.
Nacho's
Are
all
you
set.
Are Aquarian? Are you gonna include those things in the draft?
Well, those
Or
I just added those so
in
we
the
had
draft?
like a steady list of the items we had to identify. But like the potion, the scroll, the slippers, and the scimitars, like already are with someone.
So they're not included.
There.
Toby's gonna say, can I get in here?
Hell yeah, Toby.
Yeah, Toby, you're not an honorary member.
All right, somebody
He's not
wanna
just
roll.
he's not an honorary member. He's a full-fledged member of the League of
We want to
Friends.
roll a d20 for Toby.
Jacaro.
D20.
I mean, if anybody gets the dagger, Toby's been proved himself
one.
a worthy.
Toby, good
worthy-
That's,
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
sure, Toby, you can join, but you have to go last.
Yeah, Toby doesn't have voting shares in the League of Friends. He has, second class
Toby,
shares.
Toby,
Morty,
you're
Morty,
in the
Morty pipes
draft.
up. And he's like,
You're
Nacho,
last.
you gotta identify something. Come on, mate. We need to figure out what this shit is.
Nacho, play the game with us.
All right. What am I rolling? 20.
Just roll a d20.
Okay.
He's gonna get a fucking nat 20.
10.
Still
He's
better
up
than
there.
most
He's
of
in
us.
there.
Yeah, I know,
buddy.
right? Other than Jacaro, everybody rolled single digits. Well, and Nacho now. All right, Jacaro, you're up. Which one are you taking?
Jacaro's gonna go with
Wait, where's Dracaro's custom 20?
20, bro.
He did an
Oh,
initiative roll.
you did the initiative,
That-
but
yeah,
we're
that
just
doesn't count.
subtracting the 2
Okay.
from it.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
okay.
can I do that too then?
No.
No, we're just not counting the modifier, so he got a
Where's-
20.
I can't know. You
Oh,
got
well that means instead of a 3, I got a 12.
what?
Wait, if Jacaro doesn't have to re-roll, then I don't want to re-roll either.
Oh,
You
I didn't know
roll
you.
first?
I didn't know you rolled initiative.
Yeah, I rolled an
With,
initiative.
roll a custom.
Oh, okay, I didn't see that. Well, then yeah, the Aquarian can keep his.
I'll keep my
12 or
12.
whatever.
Yeah, fuck all you other guys.
It's not. It's 12.
I
minus
mean,
whatever.
All right.
this,
I'm either
I
I'm
should
between
decide. This is your group's decision.
no,
so
I'm
I'll let
I'm
you guys-
between the ring because I like
I just want
ring,
I just want the boat.
or the chime. I know you want the boat. You can have the boat. The chime sounds lame, so I'm thinking it's gonna be the coolest.
It's true.
Sounds probably gonna be really cool.
That's probably a pretty.
It's true.
That's probably pretty straight.
The chime's probably gonna be something really good, honestly.
Yeah, but the dagger has. You said the hummingbird ring had gemstones in it.
Yeah, various
Mm.
colors, just to like highlight the
Yeah,
form of
yeah.
the hummingbird.
That's cool. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna roll the dice and I'm gonna take the chime.
Chime in it.
I'm gonna chime it.
The bold move, Cotton.
It is.
All right,
Probably
you have
won't say
taken the chime. Chime is gone. Should we erase that off the?
Chime's off the board.
That's
Hands off the
fine.
board.
Which one's the chime?
It's the one between the blanket looking thing and the ring with 3 gemstones.
That one. Okay. Pretty accurate depiction. Was it Quarion was next?
Boat. 100% the fucking toy boat.
The
The boat.
boat. Take the boat.
All right.
Boat's off the table.
I don't care if it's useless. I just want the toy boat.
And it was Nacho.
Nacho.
right?
Nacho gives the dagger to Toby.
So Nacho picks the dagger.
Picks the
and
dagger
gives
and gives it to Toby.
Well, like you're still gonna have to identify something.
I'm all
Yeah.
set with that.
Not gonna lie, Nacho, I was feeling the cloth for you because it's like a really dark black, and it's like you're the sneaky one. Maybe
Car-
Good for you.
No, I was gonna say Nacho wants no part of this.
Nacho doesn't want any of the items.
It's almost like Nacho already has an item, but they don't know about it.
oh.
But you can have another one.
I mean, it's still a javelin.
All right,
in this.
who's up? Who's up?
Oh
That's
yeah,
true.
there is still that javelin.
And there's that door that we're Nacho and I were about to go see if we can get on the other side.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, let's finish picking. Who?
So it's
who is-
Morty next.
Morty.
Yep.
If the ring's still on the table, Morty would grab that.
All right.
Ring is now off the table. Morty has grabbed it.
Okay.
All right, and then it's Horvath. No.
Yes,
Yeah,
you have the
Horvath-
amulet
Toby's
or the
last.
black cloth.
Yep.
Well, Toby already got something,
Oh, because you
so
go
he's going to
last.
be giving away one of these two things. Horvath is going to pick up the cloth and give it to Nacho, and say, "Take this, buddy."
Don't
think
give
it'll
anything
suit
to
you.
Nacho. He doesn't
And-
want to play with us.
And that's it. And then I presume Toby's going to give me the amulet because he's a good guy.
Toby was eyeing the dagger, so yes, he would.
Yeah,
He would
you
say,
get the
"Ah, well,
amulet.
I got what I was looking for."
Sweet.
Excellent. All right.
Is that
Will,
everything?
will Toby be able to identify that at a long rest?
The only thing missing, well, the
Yeah.
13 gemstones. So one
Hey,
of them was the
Horvath.
diamond.
Yeah,
Or
so Penguin took the diamond, and you took the others as our
the other
bank.
12
Yeah.
as the treasurer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now if someone dies, I can bring you back to life.
Mm-hmm.
You're
And if,
welcome.
if he's the one who
Okay.
dies, then Morty can take it off your body, and I'll bring
So
it. back.
so is,
Oh,
all right, so
you
the other,
you have Revivify too?
I just have to switch around my spells, but it can
Oh.
easily be done.
the other
fucking
gemstones
awesome.
can't possibly have magical properties, or they're just like plain gemstones. Like you just trade them.
They're. Well, you'd have to examine them a little bit more, but none of them are jumping out at you as
Okay.
magical at this point.
Nothing obvious.
I don't know all the spells off the top of my head if any of them require
sure.
expensive other types of gemstones, but I don't think so.
Got it.
Mostly diamond. If anything's like an expensive spell, it's usually diamonds.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
boys, now that we've filled our pockets, shall we see if we can get on the other side of that door? Maybe there's another room over here.
Let's fucking do it,
So-
Morty.
You guys see this hallway? Nacho's been eyeing it as he's been trying to abstain from the drafting. There is a very nondescript, unadorned stone slab marked by the red lines there. In that wall, it's clearly a passageway, but it does not seem to be. It doesn't seem to match the rest of the doors and temple that you've seen so far. And then the hallway seemingly ends at a dead end.
I want to go investigate the door and see if there are any cracks or small openings or anything of the like.
Okay, roll an investigation check. And Morty, are you examining that wall there?
That's right.
Okay. Roll an investigation check.
Turn into an ant and get through this door.
Yeah, Morty, roll a perception check too, Morty.
It's a little better.
Perception's way more your
Okay.
style.
So, Morty, you recognize that there's likely a hidden door there. But your investigation came up short as far as trying to figure out how to open it.
Hey, fellas, there's a hidden door here. I just can't figure out how to open it. What do you maybe take a look? And then Morty will put his hand on whoever's shoulder. Takes a look.
Nacho will check it out.
Alright.
All right.
Be an investigation check with your bless on top of it, or guidance on top of it.
All right. I got a 20 without the
20, so-
bless.
All right. So, you feel the wall, and it seems like just like a straight stone panel. But as you're kind of pushing on it, trying to find like pressure plates and things like that, it actually does shift a little bit to the side. And then you realize that it actually is on some sort of mechanism so that it rotates or slides into the wall, kind of like a sliding door.
Well, there appears to be some kind of mechanism here, Morty. Not
Oh,
sure
good
if
job, Nacho. Good eye.
yeah. Might need someone a bit stronger than me, but I think you're onto something over here.
Yeah, let's see if we can get it.
Yeah, let's maybe Horvath can brute force it.
Quarion, you see this is so Quarion, there is there's small cracks around the door. It seems to be just a large stone slab. It doesn't, and you think with enough force it could be moved. It doesn't seem to be anything trapped or magical about it.
I was kind of hoping I could turn into an ant and just like sneak through. But I guess instead I'll have me, Flareon, and my Arcanine see if I can move it.
All right. Roll a strength check, and then who's opening the other door?
Morty and Nacho.
Chikara.
Morty Nacho. I was gonna go. I feel like you'd have to be strong to do this. I was gonna go get Horvath and tell him we got a door that needs opening. It's kind of
Oh, his
heavy.
specialty, Morty will say.
Yeah.
Get out of the way.
Yeah, we got a door over here. It's some kind of mechanism. And he shows him the mechanism, and his findings from the investigation.
People start opening doors. Morty will step back.
Yeah.
All right, so Horvath, it's pretty heavy, but when you put a little pressure on the door, kind of lifting the panel up as best you can without any handholds, you're able to shift it to one side and slide it out of the way.
Cool. No checks needed.
No explosions, Morty says.
Nope, not
No-
today.
No explosions.
All right, cool. Let's go.
Slightly disappointed, no explosions.
The hot tub in this room. Horvath
There's
gets
a,
in the hot
there-
tub.
there's a hot tub. A fairly nicely furnished room. Don't mind the broken table. The mirrors are broken.
Ah, funny enough.
Otherwise, it does look like it was lived in. There is a large bed to accommodate 2 people.
The mirrors are broken.
Well, we're gonna have to search under the bed.
Yeah, Morty's like,
What that
all right, boys,
mattress?
you know the drill.
Morty, get under the bed.
I was gonna go for this chest thing here. See what's in this bitch.
All right. Give me a second. Give me. All right, who's checking what? So
Morty.
there's kind of 3 things of note. There's the chest of drawers that Morty's at. There's the bed itself, and then on the far side of the bed,
thing?
there's a bookcase. Yeah.
Case, Orion.
Nacho's looking under the
Oh,
bed.
Love me some books.
All right, so roll. Everybody who's looking at one of the things, roll an investigation check.
God.
Horvath
Come on,
is
Morty,
investigating.
please,
the
Morty,
mirror.
please.
Dracaro's gonna go over and help Morty.
How long does
What?
guidance last?
Until you
Probably-
use it.
Oh,
It-
okay. Well,
Why
I didn't
not?
use it last time.
Morty, I saved you.
Drakara. All right, Drakaro helped Morty on the chest of drawers. Horvath, what were you checking?
I was looking at the mirror. Is that one of the things to investigate?
No,
No, but the bookcase.
but you could probably
at the
find
bottom,
something about it though, maybe.
Yeah.
The
I'll ask
bookcase-
about the mirror after we go through the actual items.
Yeah. So the bookcase down here, Horvath, if you want to investigate that.
All right. I rolled a 19, so might as well.
All right. Nacho, you search under the bed. You find a hidden compartment, but it is empty.
Oh.
Hmm.
Unfortunate.
Anticlimactic.
In the chest of drawers, Jakaro, Morty's looking through it and just finding nothing really. It's just kind of personal effects for the most part. You catch in the corner of one of the drawers as he's about to close it, thinking that there's nothing there. You see a small opening that you could put your finger in that could to lift up the panel of the bottom of the false bottom of the drawer. Roll a D100 for me.
Good eye, Jakaro.
I didn't tell you I found anything yet.
I mean, you're doing it right in front of me. You stopped me from closing the drawer. You said.
We
All right,
told
and
you to
then
close your eyes because
39.
Uh,
I
all
know,
right, roll.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say roll a D4.
For the flavor.
4.
4. Okay, and then give me 4 D100s.
Whoa. What's happening?
variety.
Morty,
Gold,
you should get
gold.
your detect magic ready too.
It's gonna be gold.
I mean, I don't know.
Wow, 96. All right, you find one large red potion.
Ooh.
You find a scroll.
Oh my.
You find a smaller red potion. And you find another smaller potion. It's not red. It is sort of a light blue color.
Blue potions.
And then Horvath.
In a library with the candlestick.
In the
I
library.
hand all that stuff to Morty. Here you go, Morty.
Was just the 3 potions you found in there, Jakaro?
And a scroll.
Oh shit. All right. Thanks, mate. I guess I don't know. We'll see what it is. I
And
suspect
and I
these are
look at
health
Morty-
potions, maybe.
And I say, "Good job finding them," and I wink at him and walk away.
Morty just looks at him. He's like, just smiles. He's like, yeah, sure.
So Horvath, when you're searching the bookcase, you don't really find anything super exciting there, but something catches your eye. There's a small box that you open up, and it seems to be a painting set. So it has some brushes. Roll a d4 for me.
Four brushes.
4. There are 4 small pots inside with they seem to be
Pink.
the 3 primary colors, and one of them is black.
Ooh, okay. Painting set, 3 primary colors, 1 black.
Something about it seems odd. Like the pots are very ornately made. Yeah, it just seems
Okay.
peculiar considering the rest of the contents of the shelf are pretty boring.
Very cool.
All right. And then Quarion, you are able to push the stone pillar with the help of your, or the stone slab with the help of your summon. The pathway beyond is unlit. It is it has transitioned to a natural cave. So the floor is no longer paved and tiled. The walls are no longer supported or tiled as it extends deeper, and it does seem to have a slant down into further into the hillside.
So instead of exploring, I'm gonna run into the room. Hey, lads! I opened that strange slab, and it looks like it's it leads deeper into the cave. I don't know if it's a back door or if maybe there might be more treasure afoot.
Joe.
Horvat, is that a bookcase?
It's totally a bookcase, dude, but nothing really cool over here at all.
I would take a second look through all the different books.
By all means.
Or Morty's gonna be like, well, maybe send one of your summons to head down the hallway or something.
Absolutely, but this is a bookcase, Morty, with books. I need to look at this first.
All right, roll a D100.
27.
27. Okay.
It's either good, bad, or medium.
It was bad, but most of it is kind of inane to you. Just for the most part, it's like books of poems and things like that. You do find one book that is a history, and it jumps out at you because it's written in the similar, like, archaic Elvish that you've come across a couple times in these woods, but also in this temple where it's definitely Elvish, but it's kind of a weird mixture of Sylvan and Elvish from a long time ago. That's the only one that jumps out at you. At first glance, it seems to be a history of something, but it would take time for you to figure out what it is.
Would I have seen any books with would I have seen any like demonic or celestial writing on any of the books?
None of these books, no.
Okay. Then I will take that book and I will put it in my bag.
All right.
Or my pouch or whatever I have that I use to carry my things around in. I'm not quite sure what that would be. Backpack, pouch, satchel,
what?
fanny pack. Would Quarian have a fanny pack? I feel like Quarian might have a fanny pack.
I mean, it sounds right.
Right? Like yeah, alright, so Quarian has a fanny pack. That's canon now. But I put the book into my fanny pack.
It's like the biggest fanny pack you've ever seen.
Yep. Fanny pack of holding. And then I will go join the rest of the lads up at the that slab that I opened. He said, Morty, cast your light cantrip on my Pidgeot. I'll send him to explore this this new passageway.
Morty snaps his fingers, casts light on Pidgeot.
And then Pidgeot takes off. And I'm doing that whole I can see and hear through Pidgeot.
Yeah.
And if I see anything noteworthy, I keep a running commentary for the boys to listen to.
Give me a second. This is gonna take like a minute or two, so if people want to take 5 or for some reason they can.
This whole find familiar spell is pretty great. Don't you have this too, Nacho?
I was going to do it, but then it turned out it wasn't something I could. So.
Oh, you can't.
Yeah, I can only. It wasn't a school. It was like, It's a wizard spell, but it wasn't. I had to do like illusion or something else, so it wasn't.
You can't cast it with your fancy wizard hat.
No, I can only do that with cantrips. I can only the wizard
Oh.
hat allows me to use a cantrip that I don't know.
Keep forgetting you have that. That hat is pretty dope.
I don't know.
It's cool because wizards can do many cantrips, many different kinds.
And they're very fond of their hats.
Yeah, that's
Like,
the
it's probably-
thing. Is the
probably a
hat
really nice
itself?
hat.
The hat itself doesn't really fit Nacho's style, so he's you know he's only gonna put it on when
When the
he
need
needs it.
arises.
Yeah.
Like Morty said, he carries it in his back pocket mostly. It's like crumpled up.
We just got so many magic items.
Yeah,
Great.
This next long rest is gonna be so great.
I can't identify them all. Though.
I think of all those, the boat is the most intriguing.
Yeah,
I feel
I'm
I'm
very
hoping the
intrigued too.
boat is like a super niche use item that is like completely useless in every situation except something super specific. And I just have like a toy boat to play with and be weird about.
I don't. I
It'd be
think
great if it had like enlarge or grow.
I was gonna say you could cast enlarge on the bitch and throw it in the goddamn river.
I feel like
I already have I already have a water dinosaur I can summon to ferry us across things. You guys forgetting about this?
Yes,
Can't be forgetting about this.
definitely.
I mean, for
I
down
can
a
summon this.
could it bring us down a whole river?
It lasts an hour.
So that's a no.
Well, it depends how long the river is and how fast the current is going.
plus
take longer than an
I
hour.
feel like we got Toby now, and Toby knows how to sail.
Yeah,
So I
True.
feel like we should use that.
It would take
I
more
think-
than just the enlarge spell for that little, because it just doubles the size.
I
So,
mean, it's
like,
gotta do something cool. You don't keep a
maybe
toy boat in
Morty
a
could
you know
ride it?
you don't keep a toy boat in a hidden vault unless it does something cool. So
Well, maybe it's like a toy boat that it just has like sound effects. So like if I take a bubble
It's
bath, and I
Medusa's
bring my
first toy.
boat, like it'll have like sound effects, and I can like shoot little tiny cannons. You know, play like toy soldiers with the boat. That would be acceptable to me. Quarian has enough magic items that I love the silly, goofy ones, like the cloak of billowing.
I
That is
wonder
by far
I
my
wonder if
favorite
that
item
was all
I've
the
ever gotten.
loot. Morty, remember the time we were doing all those random rolls before a session?
oh,
I wonder if that was the loot.
possibly.
This is a
A
cool
lot
little
of
cave.
that was, yeah. All right. So you send
What
you're
the
sending
heck?
Pidgeot down into the cave. It takes some time, but eventually, getting deeper into the caverns, it opens up, and there is a chamber with large, faintly glowing crystals.
I see any like enemies or bad guys or anyone that might try to fuck with us.
You do not.
So I pass this on to the crew, and say I think the coast is clear, boys. I think we have a cave full of magic crystals going on here.
What?
I know a guy with a pickaxe.
Right?
I will head in and I will join Pidgeot.
I did go retrieve it, by the way.
Yeah,
The
Chikara, you gotta
pickaxe.
mine
Yeah,
us
yeah.
some of these fancy crystals.
Are we smaller than this?
Sorry, let me look.
It feels like we just entered Terraria. Like
I
we're
didn't look
deep
at
in the
the scale.
underground.
Yeah, I would go smaller. It's a pretty big cavern,
Okay.
so I would shrink you guys to the smallest.
Quarren, back here.
Wait, who got the kill? Jakar got the kill, didn't he, on that last boss?
Yeah.
I mean, who else?
Just keep track of the kill counter. You're at 48, Jakaro. 2 away from 50.
You get a prize.
Do you use pink or purple, Quarion?
Purple is my color.
Alright.
Did you say that just so you could take my color?
Well, this is purple. and this is pink.
That looks like more of a light purple to me. If we're
More
splitting
of a
It's pink.
lavender, actually.
right? Like, is that a pink or is that a light purple?
All right,
That looks more
I
light
will
purple.
use.
But then again, what is pink?
I'm gonna
if not
use
a light purple?
gray.
Yuck.
Yeah, Nacho, I
Yeah.
give you my permission to use pink or light purple without saying anything.
I'll stick with gray.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Your color in the kill counter, your color is green. You're green, Jakar is yellow, Morty is blue, and Horvath is orange.
What's the kill counter?
The kill counter? The counter of the kills? I don't know how else to explain it.
I said fuck the kill counter.
Oh, I thought you said what is the kill? I thought you said what is the kill counter? I'm
Yeah, I
like,
heard
we-
what too, but
Yeah, I'm like, dude, we've been doing this for months. I wonder if I can change the colors to match the in-game stuff.
Just out of curiosity, did anyone before we went down here, I wanted to remind you guys about the
Javelin.
javelin. Yeah. Do we want to go do any of that before we went down here?
no, I think we can do it at the end.
It's fine. Could do that on the way out.
On the way out, yeah.
Nacho, you sure you want to stick with gray as your color? You don't want to do like
I mean, it'll
Yellow.
probably change over time. You know, I like to mix it up. Sometimes I won't even use a color, so whatever.
ruin out the kill counter color guide. Also, are we gonna count the statues as kills?
No. Maybe.
We're not.
I
They want
can go either
creatures.
way. What does the group think? Kills only count for creatures?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so Jakaro, you wanna take a little guidance and get to mining? Got
Yeah.
two fancy crystals.
Drakara will take a whack at one of the protruding crystals with his pickaxe.
All right. Jakaro, check. Discord. Roll for an attack.
That makes me think his ring is doing something sketchy.
Dun, 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 dun.
What?
Jakaro, check Discord. You just got a private message.
How do you what am I rolling for an attack?
To kill the
Just
crystal.
a D20?
Does the pickaxe have like stats?
I think it's just an item.
Yeah, it's just so just roll with us. Add your strength to D20.
Alright, so 15.
15. Roll a D. Roll a D6 for me.
2.
All right. You are able to chip off a small piece of stone from one of the. It's probably about 2 inches around. It's not obviously not circular, but it's at its biggest. It is about 2 inches. With that, the gems all around you suddenly flare with a bright white light. And then the one that you just hit goes a little bit dimmer.
Man, I really gotta stop telling people to touch things without investigating them first.
Morty yells out, Jakaro, stop! Don't do that!
Right. Jakaro puts his hands up. I didn't do it.
Can
didn't
any
do
of us like investigate the crystals to see if we like I don't know, recognize them or know anything about them? Are any of us geologists? Did we take like a geology class in
Hmm.
college?
Nacho
Do a
has
history check. Do an Arcana
Mm.
check.
Nacho wonders if this is what the half orcs were looking for. This is some kind of, you know.
Morty,
Yeah. Corian like shares Nacho's feelings.
Morty's like, probably. Could be lots of power here.
Morty, what's Arzar saying to you? Is he peeped up at all?
And he likes to talk.
Has he said anything about this cave, about these crystals?
Man.
I don't listen to him. He's trying to tell me to do some shit. I don't listen to him.
What's he trying to tell you to do? You gotta share these things.
Morty's just kind of like looking off and then just like shakes and like he's like, he's just trying to speak to my my wants and my needs, but I won't listen.
That was unhelpfully vague, Morty. What's he telling you to do? I've been possessed by this bastard before. I know that he can be sketchy. He,
Or
he
just-
mentioned ask him if he knows anything about these crystals.
He just said there's a power here. That's it.
Everybody roll a perception check.
Perception. Arcana. Perception.
Our local demonic orb friend being not very helpful as always.
Nice flat 10.
Morty, just remember, he's the one stuck in the orb. You're the one with the power.
Quarion, you and Nacho. Well, so everybody notices this. Morty's pack is glowing
Oh.
red, and it seems to be expanding.
Morty,
Morty?
Nacho,
Morty shakes. He's like, what? What's up?
Nacho and Quarion, you notice that Dracaro's hand is glowing green.
God damn it, I knew it.
Dracaro, you feel a weight on your hands.
Oh shit.
As if the ring is getting heavier.
I am going to corner Jakaro with all of my summons.
But did we see the? I feel like we saw the Morty thing. I don't know if we did. We see the Dracaro thing. Like,
Nacho and Quarion saw Dracaro's hand is glowing faintly.
Dracaro?
Jakaro, what is that glowing? You said that you didn't have the fucking ring. What is that glowing?
All right, and with that, you hear a screech as if a woman is screaming. At the same time, Morty's bag bursts open, and a form that looks vaguely familiar to you guys, climbs out of his bag, one arm at a time, pulling himself up out of his backpack. At the same time, you see something similar happening on Dracaro's hand.
Jesus.
Two arms, grotesquely contorted, burst forth from his hand and start pulling the rest of a body out from his hand, seemingly
What is
appearing out of nowhere.
how is Jakaro reacting to this? That's what I want to know before I make any actions.
How is Jakaro?
Karo is horrified.
The female screaming is coming from Jakaro's hand.
Yeah,
Destroy the
Arzar's wife that he's
organized.
trying to bring back to
And
life that I told you guys about fucking like 2 months ago.
And as you guys hear this, you also hear the voice of Alazar starts to become audible as well, and you hear him chanting in demonic Quarion. You recognize it.
I can
And
recognize it, but I can't understand it.
He's
Am I,
doing a
am I
ritual,
able to-
guys. We gotta destroy the orb.
we're
Am I in
gonna.
control right now?
You are in control right now. We're gonna end the session here, though.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
Yeah.
Dun dun dun. Until next time.
Because I need to
Will the
prepare,
lead
I
friend
need to
make it out
prepare
alive?
this bit, and it'll be nice to leave it on a cliffhanger for you. So.
Dun, dun, dun. Everyone surrounds Drakaro.
Alright, I've already got Jakaro backed into a corner.
Oh my
But I'm
god. We
hoping-
gotta destroy the orb.
Morty
I'm
pulls
hoping
out
that
the
once
rope.
the lady in the
wraps him up.
if he can get rid of the ring, I'm hoping he won't be evil.
What?
Dude, you have a demon coming out
Oh
of your hand
my
right now. How are we
God.
supposed to trust you?
All right, here's all I have to say. Raise your hand if anyone this entire campaign has trusted Quarion's judgment.
I'm raising my hand.
Oh,
Not until he dropped the orb, and then even then, still skeptical.
Right? Like I got rid of the orb. I recognized that the orb was trying to possess us. Got rid of it. Tried calling you and Morty out on trying to be careful about being possessed.
Oh my god.
This is no one's
Oh
fault.
my
To be
god.
fair.
It's everyone's fault.
Oh, that we have to destroy the orb. Why just all of a sudden do we think the orb's good? Because
I
it
don't
tried
think
to
the orb's
possess.
good.
Oh, well then, that's the.
They're both
okay,
bad.
Never mind. Never mind.
The orb and the
Yeah.
ring are both bad. But at least
Yeah.
Arazar, we've been able to like,
Alright, well, keep trying
interrogate
to
sometimes to get
save the
information
team,
out
but-
of.
the
You've offered
ghost
no-
told us that stuff in that crypt was cursed, and we were just like, yeah, okay. So it's like we knew something bad was gonna happen, so it's whatever.
I wasn't here for that session.
You
So I'm
were.
exempt.
I think you fell asleep and then came in like an hour late.
I came in at like the very end of the session
You're there
when
for
like you
most
guys had
of
like
it.
you guys like finished most of the fight. I came at the very end. I didn't talk to the ghosts with you guys.
At the end of the fight, we went out, talked to the ghost, asked the ghost for our prize, and it told us, if we could have loot, but some of it was cursed, and we were.
Yeah, you were there for that part.
But it's whatever. We knew it spices things up.
I'm only like 50 years old. My memory's not great. I'm still young. I'm naive. I don't know any better.
Yep,
Well, we know.
I know the orb and the
Alright.
ring are bad. And at least Morty, like, has admitted that he has the orb, and he's
Look,
been upfront about it being a little sketchy.
We
Jakaro
just got
tries
all
to
that
hide it.
sweet loot. Now we got to fight to be able to know what it is and use it, or else we die and it's game over.
Yeah.
So,
Arazar might just kill us now.
yeah. I
We
mean,
might
if
want to
Nacho,
We can
Nacho's
destroy
first
him,
thought when
boys,
this
if
stuff,
we
I'll
don't
tell you,
bring
Nacho's
Quarion.
first thought when this stuff was
That's
happening was
fine.
just bail. Nacho's like, all right, let's get out of here and seal up the cave. Let's seal this thing up.
Yeah, right? They close that door
Yeah.
off and just leave him in there. You
Seems
know
like it's
what?
too late now.
I might be down with that plan. If we could trap them in this weird cave.
Eh.
I'm mostly concerned that Jakaro has said nothing this whole time about his evil, demonic, enchanted ring.
That's your perception of it, that it's evil and demonic ring.
Well, I mean, it's alright. So Arzar was an evil mage who made a deal with a demon to bring his wife back to life. His wife's soul is in the ring that you carry. This is all things that
Allegedly,
we already know.
Okay.
So I can't trust Akara. We'll see how it plays out.